are live on YouTube, and now we are live on TikTok, going round number 2. Will Shedeur get the call tonight? We will find out. According to the mock draft on ESPN, he will, but let's see. The mock draft by ESPN. Let's move some things around on my screen. They're still talking. The mock draft. Oh man, I gotta move stuff around. The mock draft on ESPN. We're just gonna go by them tonight. They're saying at 33, Shedeur Sanders gets the call. And then Houston at number 34 picks an offensive tackle. Ariante Urseri will get the call tonight. So big news. We are very excited about this. Tonight, it does look like Shedeur Sanders will get the selection and very likely will be the first pick in the second round. Apparently, according to ESPN, that the front office with the Cleveland Browns reached a consensus on picking Sanders at pick 33. So he will go. Are they officially on the clock? Let's see. Round 2, pick 33. All right, let me just go to ESPN draft tracker there. That's what we want. All right, so tracker by round. Boop, 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 doo. Draftcast. Round 2, pick 1. What is this? I just want to know what the draft pick is. Next pick, round 2, on the clock, Cleveland. All right, Draftcast, Browns. That'll help me out. All right, so I got that all set up. But ESPN is predicting that that our man Shedeur Sanders, or maybe not our man, but that Shedeur Sanders will get picked at 33. They are predicting that Houston will get an offensive tackle because they were beat out the trade up. They lost an offensive tackle, or they weren't able to pick one in the first round. I'm sorry. And they are picking with Ariante Urseri. Ariante Urseri. And then at 35, the Tennessee Titans, yesterday they got their quarterback with Cam Ward. Today they get their wide receiver out of Missouri, Luther Burden. So Luther Burden right now in the mock draft, ESPN is saying that he will get the nod. He will get the nod tonight in the draft at 35. And then Cleveland has the 36th pick. And hey, let's go, Beto. Beto's on the clock. Let's see here. Hey, Beto, does Shedeur go number 1? Oh, I got to look up your Twitter. I bet you the guy's still there today. But ESPN mock draft is saying that the Cleveland Browns, with their second pick in this second round, will select a wide receiver out of Ohio State, Jaden Higgins. And then the Raiders will finally land Will Johnson, the cornerback, who people were speculating might get picked up yesterday. Johnson was the number 7 overall prospect, but his knee injury questions that have pushed him down the board. Mike Green, defensive end with Marshall, ESPN is predicting, will be selected by the Patriots at number 38. And the Chicago Bears, via their trade with Carolina, will get Travion Henderson from Ohio State. He's a running back. They did get their tight end, Colston Loveland, in round 1, and now they're getting their running back. So that will do it for right now. That's sort of, again, ESPN is predicting that Shedeur Sanders will go number 1 in round 2 or 33 overall, and Houston Texans will get Urseri, the offensive tackle from Minnesota, with the second pick in round 2 or pick 34 overall, and Tennessee Titans, who landed, obviously, their quarterback yesterday, will get their wide receiver, Luther Burden, the third from Missouri. And I guess the big eye-catching stat for Luther Burden is the fact that, hey, Jack, so Max, yep, how you doing? How you doing, USA? Thanks for joining, everybody. They're saying that Luther Burden has great yards after the catch. He averages a little over 6 yards after the catch per reception. That's a tongue twister. Yards after the catch per reception, he's 6.07. He had 370 yards after the catch all season last year. So, or all year last season, I guess. And so we will see. A lot going on today. What did you think of the draft yesterday? Did you think that the trade between Cleveland and Jags was good? Do you think Browns quarterback room? Yeah, they have Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and Deshaun Watson, but he will miss the whole 2025 season. Deshaun Watson, obviously, you guys are probably watching this, but Deshaun Watson will miss the entire season next season. So even with Pickett and even with Flacco, they will probably still need a quarterback. And it looks like right now, ESPN is saying that consensus has been reached and it will be Shedeur. So I have to go to the Twitter that my buddy Beto sent me to last night to see if the guy is still, and I have to remember the name now. It was, what was it again? Shoot. Diamond. Yeah, that's what it was. Draft Diamonds. Browns are on the clock. He posted that 3 minutes ago. What do y'all think? He's asking. Browns stay put or make a trade? I think the Browns are picking Shedeur here, and then like ESPN, I think they will be going with a wide receiver. They have Jerry Jeudy, but hey, Nathaniel's here. Yeah, they're saying, or ESPN, I keep repeating myself, but ESPN is saying that Shedeur will go number 1 in round 2, so 33rd pick overall is what they're saying. We'll see if that actually happens, and I'm looking at a whole bunch of things here on my board. I have ESPN on screen. I also have, let's see here. I also have the mock draft ESPN put out. I've read that like 18 times. And then I have the picks. Any surprises that you guys had? Any thoughts about yesterday? Did you like the trade between Cleveland and the Jags? Did you like the trade that the Giants made to get to finally get their quarterback? And many thought it would be Shedeur, but obviously it was not. It was Jackson Dart, as you all know by now. So, and Pittsburgh did not get Shedeur. They got Derek Harmon. They got a defensive player. So, all right. And I'm just looking at the clock. The pick is in. The pick is in, baby. So here we go. There was no trades. The Browns are on the clock, according to Draft Diamonds on Twitter. He was the one giving us about a 2-minute head start last night. So if you can't wait, you can definitely go there. And I know that now you'll probably all go to Twitter and not watch this, but hey, what do you do? Don't forget, everybody, Egbuka and Dart, biggest surprises for sure. Yeah, I would agree with that. Although, from what I was hearing today, a lot of people had Dart over Shedeur from a talent, skills, whatever you want to call it, wise. You know, it wasn't so clear. But yes, it surprised me very much. I was surprised all night last night. So here we go. Looks like there'll be some sort of announcement. I don't have my earpiece in because I don't want it to get picked up. Well, you know, I guess I could do that. But anyway, it'll mess up the microphone because I'm not using my standard mic, because I realized on YouTube my microphone was really bad last night for like 30 minutes. So that's why a lot of people jumped off. Brown select linebacker Carson Schwessinger. Wow. Okay. They picked the linebacker. Again, they keep going with defense, and they have a pretty strong defense. Wow. Okay. Did not. Beto, was this a surprise? I mean, this is a surprise. Like, I'm not talking about what Draft Diamond says. I'm saying that this is a surprise. They're going with another defensive player. So they're basically allowing Houston. Now, I guess what it is they're guessing that Houston will go with the offensive tackle from Minnesota, or Sari, I guess. And Tennessee will go with Burden. And then maybe that pick with Jacksonville, number 36, they can go with Shedeur. Or if they don't pick him at 36, do the Raiders pick him up at 37? Does he go 40 to the Saints? I thought the Pittsburgh, what am I doing here? Where's Pittsburgh? I thought they said Pittsburgh had a second round. Maybe I'm thinking of the Raiders. Yeah, I mean, if Cleveland doesn't get him at 36, if they don't pick him at 36, the Raiders might pick him up because Geno Smith is in his 30s. I mean, he's been in the league 10 or 12 years. So I would not be surprised. I know they're probably talking about this. I wish I should probably just put my earpiece in, but I think that would take over the microphone, wouldn't it? That's the only problem. Oh, that's why the thing was screwing up last night. I can't listen to it. I probably have to listen to it on my phone. I know I'm talking to myself. All right. So the mock draft, the consensus that I was reading on ESPN's mock draft for the second round was completely wrong. They picked another defensive player. Houston has their pick in. Now, they have CJ Stroud. They don't need a quarterback. My guess is, that Houston might go for the offensive tackle that apparently they won it. They got this trade via their trade with the Giants. So the pick is in. I'm guessing that this is going to move fairly rapidly tonight. Burden. Oh, you think they're going with Burden? Is that what they're saying on the – hold on. Is that what they're saying on Draft Diamonds? Let's see, where's Nathaniel? Is he here? Texans are on the clock. You already knew that. Okay, Texans on the clock. Everybody's smiling in the draft room, as you guys can see. Yeah, they got it. CJ Stroud sacked, as you can see on the screen, 52 times. Also, they need an offensive tackle. They need a better line. Let's just put it that way. Also, we have a free fantasy football league. The information is on the YouTube and TikTok bios on my page there, the description or the bios. Click on that link. Sign up. We still have 7 spots available. We're going to pick probably mid-May for that. You might want to pick like an Ashton Jeanty. You might want to pick, I don't know, maybe Cam Ward, but Ashton Jeanty, you might want to get, Loveland, who Chicago picked up, because obviously they're going to be using him a lot. So let's see, what's the pick here? See, because I'm not, Jaden Higgins, wide receiver. Okay. They select a wide receiver. Yeah, they were talking about that, I think, in some of the mock drafts. So I'm not surprised by that. But yeah, they're not going offensive line. They're not solidifying the offensive line. I guess they figure they can get somebody lower down, or maybe they can still sign somebody or make a move. Maybe they don't think it's as bad as it was. Wow, big move there. Jaden Higgins to the Texans. Okay. Well, so in the mock draft that ESPN had, they had the Texans getting Ursary. They had Tennessee getting Luther Burden. So Tennessee can still get Luther Burden. Wait, where are we at here? Yeah. Jaden Higgins will not go, obviously, to Cleveland. Well, Cleveland already had their pick. They got another defensive player, linebacker, Carson Swessinger. Probably Swessinger, yeah. Or Swessinger. All right, I can't hear it, so I'm just reading everything. So they got him. Jaden Higgins from Iowa State, the wide receiver, goes to Houston. Seattle is on the clock. The pick is in. Okay, so this is going to move a little bit. I imagine that rather than a 4-hour round like last night, we're going to have like two-hour rounds, or maybe 2.5-hour rounds. I'll go through round 2. I don't know if I'll go 2 and 3 because last night I was on fumes. But all right. So the first 2 picks are in. Still no Shedeur Sanders. Seattle's on the clock. They have pick 35 overall. We are live, everybody. Sideline Fans moderator is on TikTok now. All right, baby. Let's see, where are we at here? What did I just do? Okay. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, hit that follow button on TikTok, hit subscribe on YouTube, hit that like button. We're at 133 likes on TikTok. Let's get more. But don't forget to hit that follow button. I'm going to try to be live for a little bit, maybe tomorrow. at least to see what you guys think of, the draft as it's over. But okay, I'm still like I'm still oh, Seahawks trade with the Titans. Traded wide receiver Metcalf. Traded what? 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 Wait, what? Traded with the Titans. Is there a trade? Okay, draft diamonds. There's a trade. Seahawks trade with Titans. Okay, the pick is in, but I'm getting on Twitter that the Seahawks trade with the Titans. Is anybody else getting that out there? Okay, so a little something, something. So let's see if. Oh, I see what it is. It was a trade because the Titans had the pick, but Seattle got the pick, right? Is that it? Oh God, I'm so confused now. Hold on. Yeah, it was the Texans pick. The Texans traded with the Titans. No. What? The Titans the Titans traded with Seattle. Oh, at 35. Yes. Oh, Seattle. Oh, Seattle and the Titans traded. Okay. Bear with me, everybody. I know that I sound like I'm completely mentally at a zero. Seahawks getting a wide receiver. Yes, most definitely. You think Seahawks are getting a wide receiver? Yeah, I guess they would. Lost Geno Smith, DK Metcalf. Okay, they lost them, but oh, this is going to be interesting. Would Seattle's not getting Shador, right? Or Melro or he knows, don't even doubt him. Hold on, I'm seeing what the pick is here. Seahawks trade picks 52 and 82. Titans trade pick 35. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. Lost 20. Okay. Well, the pick is in. Come on, give us the pick. That's all I care about, really. Wow, a little drama here. No Shador at number 1. And we have a trade that's completely thrown me off. Number 3 or 35 overall. Seattle is on the clock. They trade it with the Titans. What is this they're showing? Well, why am I watching the NFL networks? Oh, well. I can't hear it. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Just want to turn off the stupid CC closed captioning because that's getting in my way. Oh my God, there's a lot. Sideline fan, let him know. Ryan was fun to have on the live. He brought some. Yeah, Ryan has a dance tonight, so he's not going to be able to. It was junior ring for him, so he's not going to be able to make it. Yeah, Ryan finds out a lot of good stuff. I'm always sort of surprised by all the knowledge he has, and he's become a huge fan of football in like less than a year. So, right, is this the pick here coming? Seahawks selection. All right, Seahawks select. Oh man, okay. I guess I should have had some caffeine. Browns. Oh my God, Seahawks. Browns select running back Quinshon Judkins. Okay, so the Browns, wow, the Browns do not get Shador at all in any of their first 2 picks. Vegas, I'm who do the Seahawks? Okay, Nick Emenwari. Okay, because they didn't have that up here. All right, so Nick Emenwari. Oh, all right, Nick Emenwari goes to the Seahawks. Cleveland, according to our secret spies over on Twitter, get running back Quinshon Judkins. Quinshon Judkins goes to Cleveland. So Cleveland picks up a linebacker, right? He's a linebacker, yeah. And then at 36, they picked their running back, or a running back, I guess I should say, Quinshon Judkins. Vegas is on the clock. Now, the speculation is that Shador might get selected by the Raiders. After this, though, if Shador doesn't get picked here, sideline fans, Shedeur might not get picked like in the second round. Well, I mean, I'm being a little dramatic, but you know, I'm thinking about it, and I'm just not seeing him get picked like into like the 40s at least. You know, at the earliest. You know, maybe the 50s. You know, I mean, does he get picked in the second round at all? That's my question. If he doesn't get picked by the Raiders, maybe then the Giants come back into play. Or they don't have any picks in the second round, right? Browns are tanking for Arch Manning. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. And they're building up. They have 2 first-round picks next year. So they could trade those 2 picks for the number 1 pick and get Arch Manning. So yeah, they apparently want Arch Manning. Like that's yeah. I had a feeling that this might happen because I was hearing a lot about how the Browns really were trying to get Arch Manning, and I think that might be the case tonight. What about these? Okay, yeah, I know that joke, Joshua. You're not going to get me on that. All right, the Browns selection. They're a little slow on the NFL Network. I don't know why I'm watching this, but it was the first thing I could find on my YouTube TV. I was so behind because I was having some trouble. You guys don't care. All right. Browns are on the clock. Browns select Quinshon Judkins. Vegas is on the clock. I'm telling you right now, I think the Raiders really could. Shedeur might go to the Raiders. Yeah, I think Sanders goes to the Raiders. Geno's older. I think it's a good spot for him. They got Ashton Jeanty. I mean, they're going to be a good team. You know, they have what's this? They have Jacoby as a wide receiver there. What, Jacoby Myers, is that it? Yeah. He's still under contract, right? Jacoby Myers, yeah, Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver. Yeah, okay. Let's see what Draft Diamond friends are saying. You were having trouble. I think, Quinshon Judkins, running back. Now they have Jerome Ford, Nick Chubb. I don't know if Chubb's going to get over his injury. He was squatting 500 pounds earlier in the week, but I don't know if that's going to help him out or not. But, you know, I think Judkins is one of those speed backs. So 14 plus rushing touchdowns in each of the last 3 seasons. Pretty good for college, considering they play 12 games or something like that. So 13 or 14, somewhere in there. All right. So what do we have here? Pieces of the puzzle. Kenny Pickett, but they have Flacco. Where's Flacco here? Quinshon Judkins, Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman, Njoku. Yeah, but how's their line? That's the thing. We all know by looking at Chicago last year that it's all about the line. When they get Arch, they got to have a line ready for him. I mean, it's a good pick. But isn't Flacco going to be their quarterback? I have to look up the depth report. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Bless me. All right. Fantasy Pros. There we go. All right. Let's see what Draft Diamonds has and says about who will be next. I'm thinking Raiders pick Shedeur. Dolphins take the Raiders pick. Dolphins trade up. Uh-oh. Did the Dolphins get Shedeur? The Dolphins traded with the Raiders, huh? Wow. Dolphins trade up. Wow. This is, we are really clamping in on some trades here. All right. Yeah. You got to help me out here, dude. I'm losing my mind. I need some help. What is going on, Nathaniel?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Dolphins. Beto says Dolphins are drafting a concussion doctor. Yeah, probably. They really probably are.
Be because they can't trust Tua.
So you think they're trading up to get Shedeur? Or a quarterback of some sort? Dude, if you're Shedeur Sanders, this is a big piece of humble pie. I mean, this guy was
like you were supposed to be put top 3.
Yeah.
And now you're falling to 33.
Yeah, you're not even in the top 3 of the second round. You know, like, good God. Yeah, we've had the Dolphins and then New England and then the Bears. Wow. I bet you dude, I bet you the Dolphins don't take Shedeur. Like, why? Judkins is a mixing comp. Yeah. Yeah. Dolphins are drafting the concussion doc. Yeah. Here's the thing about the Dolphins. Are they really going to pick Shedeur? Like, I guess, but so you're going to have him back up. What are you going to do a year from now? Are you getting rid of Tua? Or are you just thinking that Tua might? Because here's the thing. If I'm Shedeur and I get picked and Tua's in front of me, I'm going to be like, well, what's going on? Oh, Beto's joining us. Okay, Beto, square it out for us. What's going on? What do you think? Oh, he just muted himself. What's going on? Who you got? Okay, he's not talking. Somebody talk. So what are you guys thinking?
We'd love to see them not take Shedeur.
Dolphins select Jonah Savaiinaea. Jonah Savaiinaea. Wow. Okay. Now the Patriots are on the clock. All right. So
no Shedeur.
Yeah, no Shedeur. No Shedeur. Man, this is all over the place. Yeah, Jonah you guys probably I'm not listening to the sound. Jonah Savaiinaea, it looks like. So this is from Arizona.
What position is that?
I'm trying to offensive guard. Wow, this is okay. So number 6 in round 2 or the 38th overall is New England. New England's not going to pick Shedeur. The Bears are next. The Saints at number 40 overall. I bet you they picked Shedeur because they've been tied to him for a while. You know, Mel Kiper thought they would pick him. What did they have? The 8th pick or the 9th pick yesterday? They thought that they would pick him there. So this is man, if you're Shedeur though, and even Dion, I know that they're not going to say anything, but you know that they're kicking them. You know that they're like, oh my God, like I didn't see this coming at all. I mean,
I kind of did.
This far down? No way.
Maybe not this far down, but he's like a mediocre quarterback on a mediocre team. He's just being hyped up by his father.
Well, okay, there could be some of that, but the other part that I'm thinking is he was the most accurate quarterback and he didn't have an offensive line. Like, I'm not saying he should have been number 3, okay? But I thought for sure he'd be picked in the top, 29, or 30. Like in the 20s, I thought. I'm like, okay, he'll probably be picked in the 20s, but traded up for someone
a lot of it for sure was the interviews. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
The interviews went horrible.
Yeah, they said he was real cocky. They didn't like it. Ryder has Dolphins just traded up for someone they could have went back for. Yes, I completely agree. I don't know what the Dolphins were worried about. Yeah, that's big interesting. Yeah, but you're right, Beto. I mean, they said that there was that one interview, or there was an interview that someone was talking a lot about and saying that he was kind of cocky, and it was like one of the worst interviews they've ever had with a draft choice or a prospect. So, yeah, I mean, and then I heard things like, oh, well, people are just getting back at his dad. They're saying these things. They traded a 3rd, 4th, and 5th this year to that is so bad. Yeah, Ryder, you're 100% right, Ryder. Ryder, and don't forget, let me do a quick reset. We do have a free fantasy football league on ESPN. The link is on each homepage or channel page in the description or the bio section. There's a little bit.ly link. Click on that. It'll take you to the ESPN page and say, join the league, and then you can create a team. We have 7 spots left. We're going to be picking mid May for that. Okay, so where are we at now? Patriots on the clock, but let me refresh here. Raiders have waived the following players. Okay, I'm not worried about that, right? Patriots
We're,
still,
we're drafting in mid-May.
yeah, for the team. What? I mean, unless we have everybody sign up before that, but I figured, I mean, mid-May is only like 2 weeks away, dude. So, all right, Ryder. Yeah, Ryder, go to the my homepage
Isn't
on
that
TikTok.
a bit early?
What's that? What?
Isn't that a bit early
No, I don't think so because you're going to be getting the
For
college
football?
players. What's that?
for football?
Yeah. Well, what else are you going to do? My son already has 2 teams on ESPN.
It's usually like July or August.
I know. I'm just trying to get the conversation going so we can all talk. What are we going to do? Sign up for it and then wait 3 months for our team? That's no
I
fun.
love an early draft.
Yeah, we have an early draft and then we can trade with each other even. We have some time. And we could even spread the draft out if we want it. We could do something like this where we do 5 rounds one Sunday and 5 rounds the next Sunday. Who knows,
All right, yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that.
we can just do
That's
something
possible.
different. What are you in a hurry? Let's see here. All right. Let's see. God, we had everything moving and now nothing's moving.
I'm drafting Justin Tucker.
There you
number
okay.
1 overall.
Patriots select running back Travion Henderson. Yo. It's not on the ESPN's board yet. I'm telling you, this draft diamond guy is before everybody. It's fantastic. I'm glad you gave the secret up. All right, so running back goes to the Patriots. Let's see. We got the Bears, and then we have the Saints. If Shador's not picked at number 40 by the Saints and number 8 in round 2, okay, the Bears have the next pick. Then
He's
the
dropping
Jets.
to round
Then
3.
Well, I'm trying to go through that. Okay. So the Saints are at 40, 41 are the Bears. The Bears are at 39 and 41. They're not going to pick him. The Jets at 42, not going to pick him. 43, San Francisco. Would San Francisco pick him and trade Purdy? They haven't signed Purdy yet, right? I doubt it, but it's an outside possibility. Cowboys, I don't think Cowboys sign him. Though Jerry Jones, I think they liked each other. Dion. What's
What
that?
are the next 2 teams drafting?
The Patriots already picked. They got a running back, and then it's the Bears at 7 and the Saints at 8. I think Shador has a pretty good chance of getting picked by the Saints, but I have to tell you that everywhere I thought he would go so far, he's not gone at all. So, if he's not picked up by the Saints, I'm trying to, see where he might. Now, the Rams picked 14th in round 2, and there was talk that they might be interested in him. The Raiders pick again at 16. So, theoretically, if the Saints don't pick him at 8 in round 2, I could see him dropping down to 16 in round 2 and going with the Raiders, getting picked up by the Raiders. And then really, he's not going to go to anybody else in this round. Eagles, Kansas City, Buffalo, Washington. I'm going backwards. Detroit, Baltimore, Houston, Carolina, Buffalo, Chargers, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, the Titans, the Broncos, Seattle, the Bengals. Yeah, I mean, really, if he doesn't get picked up by the Raiders at 16, or if he's not picked up before pick 16, I think he goes down to the 3rd round.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, this is Bills uniform news. What? No, I don't care. Bears are on the clock. Yeah, the Patriots selected Travion Henderson, running back. All right, Travion Henderson from the Ohio State University. Bears are on the clock. They've got their tight end. They got their running back. They might go for an offensive lineman. I've heard that this draft is a little weak with offensive linemen, though. So maybe they go wide receiver, but they have a Dunze.
Bears go running back.
Well, they just got a running back earlier this round. Wait a second. I thought they did. Hold on. Oh, no. I'm getting confused. Cleveland did. Yeah, they'll go running back. You're right. I'm thinking Cleveland with Judkins. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think the Bears go running back here. Bears on the clock. Let's see.
Caleb Johnson's out there.
Yep.
Evan Neal.
Yep. And the mock draft had the Bears. Well, the mock draft. So the mock draft had the Bears at 39 picking Travion Henderson, which obviously he's no longer on the board. But I'm trying to think. Jaden Higgins was selected. Luther Burden. Wait a second. Luther Burden has not been selected. So
Did you cancel the ESPN Baseball Fantasy League?
I haven't. They won't like. I don't think they'll let me. I could start it, but I'll cancel it. I don't. It's too much, dude. I got too much going on. I can't do 17,000 fantasies. I gotta, stick to my. I gotta win the football one. What happens if I'm in last place? You all make fun of me all year. I can't have that. You'll be like, you stink. I'm not listening to you anymore. You wrote a book.
You might lose the viewers. The channel is on the line.
Wow. Bears, yeah, come on. What are we doing here? Okay, I haven't been watching this. Caleb Williams, all right. Bears have 1:10 seconds. All right.
I hope I didn't get you addicted to the Twitter.
Oh, I'm addicted to it now, dude. Because he's 2 minutes early. I love it. Well, apparently Dan Graziano said pick 39 is, I kid you not, the last of the picks the Panthers traded to the Bears 2 years ago when they moved up to select Bryce Young first overall. Wow. Best available. Will Johnson is still out there, cornerback from Michigan. Shedeur Sanders, obviously. Mike Green. Yeah. Well, that doesn't really matter because right now they're just filling needs. They're filling needs on all the teams. So, yeah, you got me addicted. I can't not pay attention. Man. Okay, hold on. Bears select Luther Burden. Bing, bing, bing. The pick is in. Luther Burden. The Saints.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, they have a lot of ride. They have a Dunze. They Keenan Allen is a free agent, but they have no. Yeah. Wait, DJ Moore was a free agent. They still have. I'll have to look that up. One of those guys is no longer on their team. Let me see.
Yeah, they have DJ Moore.
Well, they have DJ Moore. Keenan Allen's a free agent then, right?
Yeah, Keenan Allen is no longer with them, but now they drafted Loveland yesterday.
Well, that's a tight end though.
They have Cole Kmet.
Oh yeah.
So they have a lot of pass catchers.
Yeah, they do. Well, they've solidified their line a little bit, their offensive line. So, yeah, that might be that's a lot of wide receivers. That's a lot of people to catch the ball, but they didn't get their running back. I'm kind of surprised by that. Unless they really wanted Travion Henderson. Oh, they still don't have it on ESPN's draft board.
Now a lot of stuff is riding on this pick.
Oh, the Saints pick? Oh, yeah. I mean, I think the Saints pick, I'm not even going to say Shedeur because I'm going to sound stupid when they don't pick him. That's the problem. But, I mean, this mock draft that ESPN did, that's garbage now. I mean, you still have guys that were, supposed to go yesterday with Will Johnson and Mike Green. Now, the mock draft has the Saints getting Tyler, I think, Shough. Is it Shough? Shough. But that was because Shedeur went number 1 in this round in the mock draft. So my guess is the Saints actually lock him in at 40. And it's not a bad thing. The Saints have a good running back and they have decent wide receivers, and the Saints were pretty good until Carr got injured last year. So it's not a bad place for him to land, Shedeur, if they pick him. I've been saying that for 2 days now. That's the problem. I'm not confident in even saying that anymore. Let's see. Does our draft diamonds guy have anything? Saints are on the clock. Yeah, same as always. Okay, nothing new. Let's see. How much time do we have? Featured draft. Oh, I want that. Research. Team. Come on, I need team projections, stats, all research. Depth charts. Come on, give me depth charts. Nope, that's not depth charts. No, I know what. Yeah. Okay. So Chicago depth chart. Let's see. Yeah, Chicago. They have DJ Moore, Rome Odunze. It's just Dunze, and now they have Luther Burden. And they also signed Zacchaeus with Zacchaeus with from Washington. So, and they have Loveland and Komet. Wow. Well,
Yeah, that's gonna be insane.
yeah.
I bet they go for a running back soon.
Well, they have. I mean, yeah, they have to because Swift. Oh, the Saints select Tyler. Is it Show or Shuff? Tyler SH quarterback. The Saints. Shedeur Sanders has still not been picked. The Saints just picked Tyler. Is it Show or Shuff? Again, I'm not listening to it, but it's wow. Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now,
Well, looks like Shedeur is gonna play with the Canada Dragons.
yeah, it does. I mean, it really does. Or he's going to join the St. Louis Battlehawks in the UFL. I don't know, but hell, he should go back to college. He'll make more money there. Wow. The Bears are back on the clock, though. This is where I think they can take the running back. I mean, they have to take a running back. You look at what they have. I just went over it, but you look at what they have. What? Boy. Yeah. I mean, they have DeAndre Swift and Rashawn Johnson. I think they tried. Yeah, DeAndre Swift was good to start the season, and then he just dropped off. So I'm very, very surprised that the Saints didn't get Shedeur. It's almost like there has to be more to this story than what we're hearing. There has to be something else that people are seeing because a lot of the experts are saying, national expert guys are saying, Shedeur is still one of the best. He may not be as good as Cam Ward or have the athletic ability, but he still is very strong. But this is telling you point blank that not only was he not the second best quarterback, he's not the fifth or sixth best quarterback out of all these guys.
It's like Moreau is going to get drafted.
Yep. That's what I think too. That's exactly what I think. It's almost Nathaniel. It reminds me a lot of Trevor Bauer in baseball. Like nobody will sign him, and he got in legal trouble. It won't let me click the league in your bio.
Well,
Hold on 1 second, Ryder. You have to copy and paste it. I'm sorry, you don't click it. You copy and paste it. Copy the link and then paste it in a new URL. Yeah, Trevor Bauer. You watch those videos. He blows by everybody. He's in the Mexican League, and I think he's playing in Europe or something like that now. He's
no, he's playing like where Shohei played. Japan, I think.
Oh, Japan. Okay. The Nippon, whatever that is. He's great. He's fantastic. And all of the cases were dropped. I mean, he might have paid off the women, but I said it a year ago, and I'll say it again. It's almost like there's more to the story that Major League Baseball is not telling anybody about, and they all know it. I mean, otherwise it's collusion. They're just leaving them out. There has to be more to that story. That like they have evidence.
Might be trying to prove a point by not going into the MLB. Like, let's say he does it a clean slate. He might be teasing them like, haha, you can't get me this year.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he keeps playing because he wants to play. And he probably wants to get back into the major leagues. But the big thing about it is, let's face it, in sports, I mean, correct me, guys, if I'm wrong, but in sports, it's really, if you can play, someone's going to sign you. If you think about it, I mean, Xavier Worthy just got arrested for something like he hit his girlfriend or something ridiculous, that a lot of football players do. But if you're good enough, they'll sign you. And that's what they were making the argument with Shedeur. They're like, if he's good enough, they'll sign him. But for some reason, they believe that he's not good enough. And all these other players are better than he is. All right, let's do a quick reset here. If you're on TikTok, hit that follow button. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow, but we'll see. Just a lot going on. I'll be live next week. We'll sort of have a recap of the draft. Are they next? The Bears are on the clock, I thought. Oh, who did the Raiders pick?
Yeah.
They traded, didn't they? The Raiders traded, I believe. It was either that Seattle trade or that Miami trade. Oh, from Las Vegas, yeah. The Raiders traded with Miami, and so the Raiders moved down.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Best available quarterbacks on NFL: Sanders, Howard, Milroe. But they have Sanders at 2, Howard at 5, Milroe at 6. So that means that 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. So have they just picked 3 quarterbacks? Andrea, all right, I'll let you on. All right, Andrea, what do you think of the draft tonight? Andrea? Okay. Party on. All right, so who will the Bills get? Buffalo trade. Bills traded up. Is that what's going on now? Hold on. I'm out of sorts. I was talking. Bills traded 2 seconds to pick up a 3. Bills trade 56, 62, and 109 for Bears 41, 72, 240. Bills traded with the Bears. Wow. Bills just traded up. Well, the Bills aren't going to sign Shedeur, right? No way are the Bills going to pick up Shedeur. So the Bills probably, let's just see here.
What are we thinking? Running back?
Well, I mean, Cook is holding out. So, I mean, there is a chance maybe they will go. I'm guessing they're going to pick defense, though. Don't you still think they need defense? Their defense was not very strong. I mean, they're not going to pick Shedeur. I mean, I have no reason to believe they would do that, but I was surprised with some of the picks yesterday. They traded up. Yeah, they have to go with defense. Like a couple of those guys that I mentioned before, Will Johnson, a couple of those guys who were supposed to be picked yesterday who didn't get picked, is my guess, because their defense really needs to improve.
Did you see a lot of teams are worried about Will Johnson's knee?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Oh, who's the other guy? Okay, Will Johnson. Who's the other guy? Mike Green, defensive end from Marshall, has not been picked. So Daniel Jeremiah, top best available. Will Johnson, Shedeur Sanders, Mike Green, tight end Taylor from LSU. Yeah, so really the ones that catch my eye are Mike Green, Will Johnson, and Shedeur Sanders. They're 16, 20, and 21. And then it drops down. Taylor, the tight end, drops down to 29 in this guy's rankings. So you got to figure that they probably dropped down to get, I'm assuming, one of those 3 guys, Green or Johnson. I don't think they picked Shedeur Sanders. I have no reason to believe that would happen. I mean, they're not going to get rid of Allen. And, Allen, for a guy that runs a lot, he's really pretty durable. Of course, he'll be durable until he's not, until like 2 years from now when he keeps getting hurt or misplay. Okay. The NFL coverage. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm saying that's only sustainable for so long.
Yeah.
You can't just keep running and running and running.
No, you can't. Oh, Bill select defensive tackle TJ Sanders from South Carolina. Okay, so the Bills did go with the defensive lineman.
I don't think Shador's going in the first round.
Well, the second round. You mean, right? Yeah, I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't think. Okay, so the Jets are on the clock, and then the 49ers, and then the Cowboys. Do you think that Jerry Jones would throw his old buddy Deion Sanders a bone here and pick up Shador? I could see them doing that, by the way, because Jerry Jones is a little bit of a nut job. You know, I don't know what you think.
Yeah, he's one awkward owner.
Yeah, Beto, I don't know. I mean, obviously you're a Houston fan, and maybe you hate Jerry Jones. I don't know, but he's a wild card. You know.
Yeah, and he's really unpredictable. I mean,
Yeah.
the number 12 pick that he did yesterday was awful, in my opinion.
Oh, I thought so too. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they got Tyler Booker. They need a running back. Does he not understand that they need a running back? They do not have a running back.
well, he came out and said he wasn't going to reach for running back.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he didn't want to reach, but well, then there was a lot of speculation he would pick a wide receiver, but obviously he didn't do that either at 12. Pieces of the puzzle. Yeah. Selection. All right. So TJ Sanders from South Carolina, defensive tackle, is selected 41st overall, 9th in round 2. The Jets are on the clock and the pick is in. Although the pick is in has been up before and there's been trades. So everything's a little quicksand tonight.
Jones did not throw Deion Sanders the bone.
What's that? Jerry Jones, how do you know?
Well, he didn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jets select LSU tight end Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor goes to the Jets. The 49ers are on the clock.
Well, that's my prediction.
Okay, well you're saying, just to be clear, Dallas is not picking Shador Sanders.
Yeah, they're not.
Okay. I mean, I'm in agreement with you, but I'm saying there is that outside possibility. I mean, at this point, if you're Deion, don't you think Deion's got to be like, I got to call somebody and have somebody pick Shador? Like, because it's sort of his
rep. One favor.
Well, yeah, it's like it's his reputation too, like, so who knows? And then, okay, so if Dallas doesn't get Shador, he's not going to the Colts, who pick after Dallas. LA Rams, I've heard there was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, they said LA might have interest in Shador, or he met with them. And you got to think Stafford's a little bit older. They didn't pick a quarterback. He could go there. Then the Cardinals, then the Raiders at 16 in round 2. I think if Shador is still around for the Raiders, I think maybe he finally goes there. Because then if he doesn't get picked, and I said this before, and you guys probably heard me, but if he doesn't get picked by the Raiders at 16, he's not getting picked the rest of this round. He's out because it's Bengals, Seattle, Denver. Well, maybe Seattle, maybe. But it's Seattle, Denver, Tennessee, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Chargers, Bears, Panthers, Texans, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, Bears, Chiefs, and Eagles. Yeah, I just don't think he gets picked after 16 in this round. And
just remember a couple of weeks ago, he was projected to go 3.
Yes, he was. He was projected
to Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and then him.
He was projected to go 3, and then he started dropping back, and then Mel Kiper had like his final mock draft where he had Shador going 9 with the Saints, or whatever was it, 8 or 9, whatever their pick was. I keep confusing it. And then everybody basically said, oh, he'll go 21 with Pittsburgh. Well, he didn't go 21 with Pittsburgh, Now, if you're Pittsburgh, I guess there's an outside chance that somebody trades with one of these teams after 16 and maybe tries to pick him up. But I don't know. I just don't think any of those guys pick him. Jets are on the clock, or their pick is in, right? Jets pick is in. Okay. Right. Let's see what Draft Diamonds has. It would be interesting, though. I could see Callum. I need the Niners to pick Mike Green, Denevon, or Johnson. Yeah. Well, I mean, Green and Johnson are still out there. Wow, the coverage by the NFL. I'm not listening to it, but it just looks really boring. I don't know. Maybe ESPN has better graphics or something, but
The first round is really overhyped.
yeah, the first round's crazy.
It has to.
Yeah. Let's see here. Can you imagine standing this whole time? You know what somebody was saying? Like last night, if you were in the crowd, think of all the downtime you just had to stand there, like in between picks. You know, like that would be so boring. It would
Wouldn't
be.
you need to wear like a diaper or something to reserve your spot?
I'm sure somebody tries to wear a diaper. There's no doubt about it.
Men diapers.
Yeah, well, they have adult diapers. There was that famous story where there was this like astronaut, a female astronaut, drove like halfway across the country in a diaper because she was going to do something awful to her boyfriend's wife or something like that. I don't know. It was something weird. It happened like 20 years ago. It was a bizarre story. All right, here we go. It was a bizarre story, like everything else. I mean, as soon as you say an adult driving across the country in a diaper, you know it's a
Yeah.
Mason Taylor. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Okay, 49ers on the clock. Well, this isn't okay. Mason Taylor, we're just now announcing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm telling you, this NFL stuff on the NFL channel, I need to probably change this over because I don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, I guess I'm used to how ESPN did it last night. It's always easier to listen to it. Might have to listen to it on my phone, put an earpiece in, because this is just, I don't know what's
You
going
think
on.
the Rams can get Shador?
Well, they said, like, I think 2 weeks ago, they were saying that Shador was interviewing or visited with them. And, you know, what I keep hearing too, the other thing I keep hearing about it is, you know, McVay, their coach, is so good with quarterbacks, you know, that he can help bring them along. So, yeah, look, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Apparently, this Mason Taylor, his dad is in the Hall of Fame, Jason Taylor. So he's got some pedigree with him. Yeah, this is I don't know. I, I think Dion's calling in a favor here soon, though. I'm sure it's not the same San Francisco. Oh, San Francisco selection's coming up. This is kind of a back to back.
I think it's pretty embarrassing that Shador is falling.
Yeah, it is. They will never admit that. They will never say anything like that. But yes, I agree with you. It's
For
really
him and his son.
yeah. They have a little egg on their faces. They say like this is not a comfortable. They'll talk it through and say you know because he was talking about like that it's what Jesus has for him and all this stuff. But I think deep down inside, he's like, damn, I thought I was going to be a first rounder, you know?
Yeah, I was supposed to get that giant signing bonus.
Yeah. Defensive tackle Alfred Collins goes to the 49ers. Okay. Well, let's see. All right. So now we have Dallas, Indianapolis, and the Rams. The next three picks. Let's see. This started at 6. Guys, I got to tell you, they're not much faster than last night, though. We've gone through 11 picks in an hour. Now, last time was probably like 5 or 6 in an hour. Well, let's see.
I cannot
It was
do
8.
another
You know,
5
you know
hours
what?
off.
No, it was 4 hours last night. But if you think about it, it's 32 picks. That's 8 picks an hour. Now it's 11 picks an hour. So they're only faster by 3 picks. So, yeah, this might be a 3-hour.
Oh, no.
This is going to be a 3-hour draft. Because if they pick 11 guys every hour, that's a 3-hour
6
draft.
hours, though.
It's going to be 6 hours of drafts. Jerry Jones, draft room, the pick is in. I bet you this is Shedeur Sanders. Like, I think he's going to roll the dice here. They're all clapping and getting giddy and all that.
Deacon Campbell.
Yeah.
That would be such a Jerry thing to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying, wouldn't it? Like, I can totally see him doing that. And if you're Dak Prescott, what do you say? Like, you got to be a little pissed, right? You got to be mad about that. Shedeur Sanders. There's a commercial.
Rodgers or Jordan Love 2.0.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jerry Jones, he ruined that Dallas team, man. Like, they were off the field. I heard that they were a mess, an awful mess, but he ruined that team when he got rid of Jimmy Johnson. There was no reason to get rid of Jimmy Johnson, but he wanted to prove that he was a better football mind than Jimmy Johnson. And then he got Barry Switzer, who, Barry Switzer won a Super Bowl on Jimmy Johnson's team. That's all he did. Oh, man, that is just nuts. All right, so I'm going to say, I've said this before, but I'm going to say right now, I'm guessing. Oh, wait, Kelm says, no, I know we need to boost trenches, but I like the other talent as a 49ers fan. Yeah, well, dude, I'm telling you, this draft has not gone as expected out since like pick 4 yesterday. Yeah. I bet you if I could make a $5 bet, I would say he picks Shedeur Sanders. But I'm not really going to bet $5 because I'd probably lose it. But
oh, damn it!
Yeah, I think
can't buy that right after $5.
I think 12 is Dallas. Then you have 14 LA Rams, and then you have 16 the Raiders. So we're gonna know. What's that?
I wouldn't count off RB, the running back.
What, for Dallas?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean the smart choice is to get a running back for Dallas. What I'm saying is Jerry Jones is such a wild card. I'm thinking he may pick Shedeur. You might say, "Oh, he's the best player out there." Cowboys select defensive end Donovan Azeruaku. Azeruaku. Yeah, the Cowboys got a defensive end. Wow, they've gone. Did they go to? Wait a second.
Wow.
They've gone defense twice. Yeah. Oh no! They went off. No, they went offensive line. They went offensive guard yesterday. So they've gone lineman, defensive lineman, offensive lineman, defensive lineman. They haven't got the running back. Then there's still some running backs available though. It's not going to be that bad. But yeah. Okay. So Dallas picks up Donovan Azeruaku. All right. The best bets: Will Johnson, Shedeur Sanders, and Mike Green are 16, 20, and 21 for the best players still available. Will Johnson, cornerback from Michigan, Shedeur Sanders, and Mike Green. Everybody's shaking Jerry Jones's hand. I'm thinking, why are they shaking Jerry Jones's hand? They still don't have a replacement for Rico Dowdle, but it is a really deep draft. Or
why are we replacing Rico Dowdle?
Because he went to Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hello. And Dallas doesn't have another pick in the second round, so they may not get all of those people. All right, if you're listening,
Dowdle was a good rookie.
Yeah, if you're listening on TikTok, hit that follow button. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow. But that way Yeah, what's that? Scatabo is big time. He could, they could be waiting for somebody like that. So I don't blame him one bit. Don't forget to hit that follow button on TikTok. I'll be live definitely next week, maybe tomorrow. Yep, there's the pick on NFL. So we got that a little bit early. That's good. Yeah, Callum, they are making this slower. This is crazy. I mean, we're over an hour, and this is going to be a 3-hour draft round here just for round 2.
Sadly, I think so.
Yeah, I can't believe this. I thought they'd be a lot quicker. I thought these were going to be 2-hour rounds. I mean, they could make this a lot quicker. It's not that difficult to do. All right, let's see here. We had at one point, just like 5 minutes ago, we had 65 people on. We lost them all. So it's
Really?
yeah,
65?
yeah. Like I'm not pretty enough. That's what it is. Okay, the
Back
Colts.
to fantasy football days.
The Colts select TJ Tiamalu. TJ Tiamalu. Wow. Okay. Well, the Colts, I believe he's defensive player. So the Colts need that though. They're not. Why do they keep showing Jerry Jones?
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. Like what, Dion called too late or something?
I don't know. I swear, yeah. This is all going really slow tonight. So I thought it'd be a lot quicker.
I know. I thought it would be like pick after pick because there's nothing to really think about so much
Yeah.
here.
Well, the other thing about it too is who's going to be watching tomorrow? Like, do you have time to watch rounds 4, 5, 6, 7? I mean, what is that? 8 hours? Or no? It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Wait, is it
12
Sunday?
hours.
No, it's tomorrow. It starts at noon. That's what it is. Well, I don't. It can't be 12 hours, dude. They got to speed these up. But it's going to be 6 to 8 hours easy. The pick is in for the Colts, but I already gave it to you guys. They're getting into names where I can barely pronounce them. Again, the Colts have selected TJ Tuamalu. Rams are on the clock. So that's, again, Shedeur not been picked. Still out there, but not been picked.
If Beto didn't tell us about the Diamond Dogs or whatever, we would still be questioning about the Monsters.
I know, exactly. And he would be like a rock star. We'd be like, oh my God, you're the best we've ever met. I can't believe it. You're getting everyone. We'd be like, he's 50 for 50. His head would be as big as the screen. Like it would just be gigantic. So, all right. So we got the pick in from Indianapolis. They get the edge. JT Tiamalu. Tiamoloa. Wow. I am not good with those Polynesian names, dude. Look at that. Wow, he had a lot of stars in Ohio State, or Buckeyes rather, whatever that was. Rams on the clock. Let's see. Is the Rams pick in? Well, it's not telling us. Uh-oh. Rams select tight end Terrence Ferguson. Rams select tight end Terrence Ferguson. You heard it here. Cardinals are on the clock. You think the Cardinals are going to go defense, right? I mean,
they have to.
Well, I will say Marvin Harrison. I think Marvin Harrison might have gotten 1,000 yards, but does anybody think Marvin Harrison was like a legit 1,000-yard receiver? He would have
I think he only had 6 or 7 good games, and then he just didn't do anything.
Yes, he had like 6 or 7 games where he got over 100 yards or 130 yards and might have 2 touchdowns, and then the next game he'd had 40 yards.
He was never consistent.
No, he was so inconsistent, but I did look, and his stats as a rookie were about the same as his dad, so he may, turn it around here. He might be a good pick in the second round. I haven't forgotten about him. I kind of felt bad because he was on 2 of my teams because I had like the computer pick him, and I dumped him by like week 4. I'm like, I can't take it. This guy is all over the place, and he's not solid at all.
And then I think toward the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season, I don't think he got over 10 points.
Yeah, he didn't do well. He might have had 1 game that was really good towards the end, but yeah, you're right. All right. So we're at pick 14 with the LA Rams, then 15 are the Cardinals, and 16 are the Raiders. The way things are going, like I thought that Shedeur would go 16 in round 2 with the Raiders, but come on. That's not going to happen. I mean, I don't know that that's going to happen at all.
Like if they didn't choose them before,
yeah,
I don't think they're going to choose them now.
Yeah. Well, The only way my thought process, okay, let's see. The Raiders have no more picks in round 2. Let's see in round 3. They have the 4th pick in round 3. I could see them picking him as the 4th pick in round 3. I could see that happening. If he's still available, like, oh, what the heck, we'll take him now. Yeah, this is I mean, there really has to be more to the whole Shador. Is he good enough? 49ers take Alfred Collins, Cowboys. Oh, I'm way
They
back.
must have something that he doesn't know about.
There has to be, yeah. Okay, let's see. Cardinals on the clock. Oh well, we already knew that. Cardinals on the clock.
I'll be back. Give me a minute.
I'll give you a minute. Rams select Terrence Ferguson, but they don't have him updated on ESPN yet. So whatever I'm watching is the information I'm getting is way behind the information on Twitter right now. So they're really off tonight, which sort of hurts their programming. The Rams have selected tight end Terrence Ferguson. The Cardinals are on the clock. I don't know, like what I'm watching, I don't even think they've given the Rams pick yet. So, all right. Rams selected Terrence Ferguson as the tight end in round 2, pick 14 overall. It's pick actually 46th. The Cardinals are on the clock. They have the 15th pick, obviously. They're 47th overall. And then the Raiders are next. Now, if Shador is going to go in the second round, I believe that it would be the Raiders who picked him. If the Raiders don't pick him at 16 and nobody else moves up, Shador will not be picked, I don't think, in round 2. But somebody would have to move up. But why would they move up? Everybody's got quarterbacks. All right, the pick is in by the Rams, but we already know what it is. Thankfully, it's tight end Terrence Ferguson. So the NFL Network, let me see if I'm live. Yeah, it looks like I'm live. They're way behind Draft Diamonds on Twitter. So yeah. So you can tell all of your friends, everybody watching now, tell all your friends to come here. You'll find out early who the pick is. We're given the pick minutes before they announce it on TV. The Rams have selected tight end Terrence Ferguson.
Yeah, we have a plug in New York.
Yes, we do. We do. We're connected to the mafia. So with the 14th overall pick, the Rams select tight end Terrence Ferguson, LA Fire Department.
I'm back.
All right. They're way behind, dude. They haven't even given the Rams selection yet, and we've been talking about it for like 5 minutes.
This might be the one slip up.
Oh, they've been getting slower tonight. Like our so Nathaniel Beto had a good idea. We have a plug in Green Bay who's given us the early outcomes, the early selections. So that plug, was right on the money with Terrence Ferguson. We got him 5-10 minutes before anybody else did. So the Cardinals are on the clock, but honestly, I think the clock has got to be done. I mean, because it's been 5 to 10 minutes that we've been waiting on the Rams to make the announcement. Cardinals select cornerback Will Johnson. So Will Johnson, with the knee injury, is off the clock. The Raiders are back on the clock. Could this be Shador's moment? Trust the plug, everybody. We got the plug. And the Cardinals have selected Will Johnson, cornerback with the bad knee, as Beto was telling us all. This could be the moment here. And we have it first. Tell all your friends. invite people on. We got everything minutes before they're announced on TV. You will see shortly that the Cardinals.
I can guarantee you 1 million people, if they knew about this channel, they'd be on.
Yes. Let's invite a lot of people. We got a plug out there, like Beto says. Let's invite a few people. Let's get that going. Don't forget to follow me, so you know when I'm live. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow just for a little bit. We'll go live next week to kind of do a recap. We do have a fantasy football team. It's in the description. If you copy and paste it into your URL, it'll take you right to the league. All right, the Cardinals will select Will Johnson, the cornerback. But we're really thinking here, this could be the moment for Shedeur. He's out there. Now, if he's not picked by the Raiders at 16th in the second round,
he's falling.
I don't think he's getting picked in the third round unless someone trades up. But why would they trade up? Because they can probably just get him in the third round. But,
Yeah, I know.
Maybe some. Well, let's see.
Teams have clearly not shown interest in Shedeur.
No, they have not. But in the third round, let's just see. New York, Kansas City, the Browns. Yeah, so New York. Wow, New York.
What's the Steelers' next pick?
The Steelers do not have anything in the second. Hold on. Let me double check that. I looked at that earlier. The Steelers have nothing in the second. Yeah, the Steelers could trade up if you're going in that direction, Beto. I would agree with that. Let's see. Oh, they're 19th. The Steelers are the 19th pick in the third round or 83rd overall. So they could theoretically, let's see, do they have another? They don't have another pick. They just have that pick. They can give up other things. I mean, the other thing about it is, okay, so big holes that teams have. The Steelers still need a quarterback. The Browns, Beto, I think, is right. They're kind of mailing it in to get Arch Manning, but they have Flacco and Pickett. I don't know that they, I mean, I guess they're going to try to ride Flacco one more year like they did a few years ago, but I just seeing him this year with Indianapolis, that last game, he was not half the quarterback he was, or it didn't look that way.
He's getting old.
But yeah, so I think Steelers,
or he is old.
Steelers, Browns, quarterback needs. Giants, maybe not this year, but in 2 years, they're going to need a quarterback. Moving on, Rico Dottle, moving on from the Cowboys, they need a running back. Those are some big holes that I see here, and they haven't really been filled by what the teams. Now, they'll probably be filled over the next 2 days, but all right. The pick is in. Who is on the clock? Is it the Raiders? No, it's Houston. What just happened? What just happened? Oh my God, Houston traded with the Raiders. Houston has the sixth.
Las Vegas traded?
What did I say?
You said Houston traded.
Yeah, well, Houston traded with the Raiders. The Texans traded with the Raiders. And now the Houston Texans have the number 16 pick. There's no way, Beto, they get Shedeur, right?
No.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Bengals are on.
CJ
Oh, here we go.
Stroud.
Bengals are on the clock. Okay, wait, what is going? Texans select. Oh, they get Urseri. Arian Arante Urseri. That was the name I was trying to pronounce earlier. He was part of the mock draft. Yeah, they had him. Okay. Arante Urseri, offensive tackle from Minnesota. Houston has now selected. Houston traded with the Raiders, moved up and got Urseri, the offensive tackle. Is that what I just said? Yeah, offensive tackle from Minnesota. So that's the big move there. So Houston gets an offensive tackle at number 16 in round. Andrew, hey, is this the Andrew that used to? Hey.
Oh, thanks for watching one of my bullpen videos.
Yeah, I liked it. Hey, Andrew, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, last time I was in your live, I was playing pickleball.
Yeah, that's right. How did it go? Did you win?
Yeah, we smoked everybody.
Nice.
I think you asked the question, and my game just started, so I wasn't able to respond.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'll be back shortly, fellas.
All right. All right, no problem. All right, so let's just update everybody because we have the plug in Green Bay. The Bengals are on the clock, and the Texans traded with the Raiders, and they selected offensive tackle from Minnesota, Ariante. There we go. Ariante Urseri. So they got an offensive tackle.
Raiders are showing absolutely no interest in Shador.
No, they're not. They're not.
And that's the only team that would really get him. Like, they traded back.
Yeah. Like,
I don't even think he'll even go round 4.
Or round 3. We're on round 2. I think he'll go in round 3 at some point, but round 2, unless somebody trades up, I don't know that he'll go. But in round 3, you have, let's see here, New York is number 1. Cleveland's number 3, but I think Cleveland is waiting for Arch Manning. But see, the Raiders go number 4 in round 3, so they could pick him there, and then they pay him even less money because the rest of round 2, nobody needs a quarterback.
Is Sanders drafted yet?
No, that's what we're talking about. The Raiders had the pick at 16 in round 2. We thought that they were going to pick them. They traded with the Texans, and the Texans picked an offensive tackle. So it is not going his way. The Bengals are on the clock. Yeah, the Bengals are still on the clock.
Well, that's what he gets for not coming to the combine.
Yep, exactly.
His ego's kind of inflated, I think.
Yeah, well, that's what they were saying. The remaining picks in the second round, Bengals, Seahawks, Broncos, but the Raiders are the only team who might need a quarterback. Yeah, but the Raiders pick a
Broncos do not need a quarterback.
Oh, hey guys, the Raiders, when they traded with Houston, they got the 26th pick in the second round. The Raiders might pick Shador at 26 now. As I was saying,
you and I think everybody else are just hoping Shador gets picked, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, we all know that Houston's getting Urseri, the offensive tackle. We know that because we got a guy in Green Bay that's giving us the info. You can hear it here. You can hear the news early here only. And shortly, we're going to get what the Bengals are picking up. We'll get that a few minutes before it goes out. So,
who did the 49ers get?
49ers got Alfred Collins, defensive tackle from Texas, rather.
Did they get their second pick yet?
Let's see.
Or not yet?
They did not get. Hold on, just double. They did not. That's the only pick they've had today. That's the only pick that the 49ers have gotten today is Alfred Collins. And that's the only pick they have in the second round. Now, in the third round, let me look. I'm still trying to.
Who's your next pick? We have a lot of views right now.
Oh, yeah. The next pick, I'm trying to get this.
Names would be good.
Okay. So we have. And don't forget to hit that follow button. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow, but I don't have a pick as of right now. The Bengals are on the clock. We should be getting the Bengals pick here shortly, a few minutes before it's announced. So that's the guy we have in Green Bay right now. So the pick is in. The pick is in for the Bengals. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I still don't have the name from our guy. Oh, wow. He's cutting this one close. You don't have it yet? What's going on? Sometimes we are 5 minutes early. Bengals select Demetrius Knight, linebacker. Demetrius Knight. Now they need defense. That's a smart pick.
If you put money on that pick right there, how much money would you bet?
What, for him to be successful?
No, Knight to get picked.
I wouldn't have even picked him, dude. I mean, $1 maybe. I wouldn't have selected him at this point. But I don't know him that well, so that's part of it.
How much would you bet that Knight is actually getting picked here.
Oh, $1,000, easy. $10,000. Knight's getting picked. That's a we I got that 100%. Knight's getting. Well, they just announced it, but yeah, they just announced it. I think we only got it like a minute beforehand. Now we gotta. I guess we're not paying our plug enough in Green Bay, Nathaniel. That's the problem.
The free subscription can order.
Yeah. All right. Seattle I'm going in the draft order now. Seattle, Broncos, Tennessee, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Chargers, Bears, Panthers, Raiders. Wow, but you know what? It's an hour and a half in, and we're about halfway done. So this is going to be a 3-hour draft, guys. That was pick 17. The pick is in for Seattle. Okay, now we're speeding things up. Thank God. Seahawks are on the clock. I don't have the pick yet, but as soon as I get the pick, I will pass it on to all of you because we're getting the picks early, although we're not as early as we were earlier. Unfortunately, you got to pay that plug more money. Nathaniel, you got to pay our plug like $1,000 to get that stuff earlier, buddy. You got to send him a check. Come on now. Not a check.
Davis in the mafia. That's his job.
Yeah, you got to Venmo him or something. Seahawks on the clock, but the pick is in. What's that?
It only takes crypto.
Oh, that's right. Darn it. Demetrius Knight. All right. So that was pick 17. We obviously have 15 more to go, and we are about an hour and a half into this draft. So it's going close to 3 hours. It's going to be 6 hours of draft. I'm just doing round 2 tonight. I don't know that I can do 6 hours of this draft. I was getting slap happy after 4 hours last night. I really thought I'm going to repeat myself. I really thought that these drafts would be 2 hours for round 2 and 2 hours for round 3. I had no idea this would probably go 3 hours. I mean,
why does it take so long usually?
Well, what it is they have to get their commercials in, and then they have to like tell you about the players in between the picks. So they spread out the picks a little bit more. At one point, we were getting the actual picks. We had the actual pick 5 to 10 minutes before they actually announced the Rams pick. We knew it in advance, and they were just waiting on it. That was our guy in Green Bay letting us know, but it's.
Are you a Green Bay fan?
Oh, I'm not a Green Bay fan. No, we just have a plug in Green Bay. Okay, wait a second. Broncos are trading back. Seahawks are on the clock, but the Broncos are trading back. Does that mean the Broncos traded with the Seahawks? It looks that way. It looks like right now, guys, that the Broncos have traded with the Seahawks for the pick. The Broncos are wait a second. The Broncos are trading back. Does that mean I'm confused now because the information I'm getting is not clear. The Broncos are trading back. What does that mean? They might not be trading with Seattle. It might just be that they're going from 19th in round 2 to 25 or something like that. They definitely don't need a quarterback. So where does Shedeur go again? We don't know. That's the problem. Don't forget to hit that follow button and a bunch of likes over on TikTok. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Would love that. Also, we have a free fantasy football league. Andrew, I hope you know about it. We have a free fantasy football league. The link is in the bio on my TikTok page, the Sideline Fans page. You just copy and paste that into a URL. It'll take you right to the ESPN sign up page for the league. So
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. We gotta get you in the league. We have like 6 or 7 more spots. So
okay, I'll join.
Yeah, cool. All right. Broncos are trading back. Let's see what's all going on. Do we have more information? Panthers trade to Broncos spot. Okay, Seahawks are on the clock. Broncos trade with the Panthers. So the Panthers are 19th. The Broncos, where did the Broncos go? Broncos, did they go to the 3rd round? Yeah, I guess they went to the 3rd round. So it's Seattle on the clock, then the Panthers, then the Titans, then Tampa Bay, then Green Bay. The Raiders still at 26. Here comes the Seahawks selection, but I'm going to tell you who they got. Hopefully our plug has it. Seahawks select tight end Elijah Arojo. Elijah Arojo. Seahawks select tight end Elijah Arojo. Carolina trades 57-74.
Is that guy good?
He's okay, I think. I mean, at this point, he's like the third or fourth best tight end. He's not going to be like Brock Bowers numbers, but he, if he's lucky, he'll, put up what, like somebody like, yeah, exactly. All right, Seahawks got the tight end. Carolina and Denver traded. Carolina, yeah, the Panthers are next. And then the Tennessee Titans. Panthers don't need a quarterback. Shador's not going to the Panthers.
Panthers need a defense.
Right? They need defense. They have two running backs now. Yeah. Well, they do have Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard now, so they don't need that. But they did get a wide receiver yesterday, didn't they?
Are they staying with Bryce Mitchell at quarterback?
Who?
The Panthers.
They have Bryce Young. Yeah, they're sticking with Bryce Young. Yeah, they're sticking with Bryce Young. The Panthers.
He was doing pretty bad last year.
Well, he started the season off bad, but then they took him out for a while and they put in the redheaded guy. What's his name? From TCU. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton. And then they put him back in towards the end of the season, and he actually had really good numbers, or a lot better numbers, I should say. So I can see that as something.
Why do you think he did better at the end of the year?
Oh, I think he was used to it. I think he got used to the speed, and he was trained a little bit, and they were able to talk to him, and he had that experience from playing, and then he watched and he learned some techniques from him. I mean, I think it's like anything else. You have to learn a little bit sometimes to get better. Like, take yourself out of play and just learn, observe, ask questions, and also get used to the speed of the game. Okay, the Panthers. Did I give the Panthers pick? Let's see here. I'm going to try to get the Panthers pick in right now. Panthers select Nick Scourton. Ooh, I got to look that one up. Nick Scourton.
He's hard to say now.
Yep. He is an edge. All right. Yeah, they need defense. They got an edge. There we go. Texas A&M. Boom. Right there. All right. See, we got it first, guys. That's why you got to listen to us. Invite your friends. KTT, they stay on young. Yeah, stay on young. Dalton. Hey, thank you for all your information, KTT. I appreciate it. Or maybe it's KTT. What? Go ahead.
257 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a big dude. Yeah. So they win defense. That's good. Nick Scourton, J.C. Horn, Trevian Morig, they got from the Raiders, I guess. Or they signed. All right. So then, all right. Where are we at here? What round is this? Okay. Round 2. All right. Titans are on the clock. Titans. What do the Titans need?
A quarterback?
No, they don't need a quarterback. They don't need a quarterback. Titans need, let's see.
Who do they have?
Well, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Something's not popping up. They got the Titans. Oh, no. Yeah.
The first pick of the draft was
Ward. Yeah. They got the first pick of the draft. They haven't gotten anything else in the second. I was just checking the second round. For some reason, they haven't selected anybody. Yeah, they got Cam Ward. So, I mean, what else do they have? Let me look at their depth chart.
Will Levis as a second quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, unfortunately, let's see here. Other research. Depth charts. There we go. Tennessee. Let's just see what they need. They need everything. Yeah, they have Cam Ward, Will Levis. They have Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears is running back. So
Do they still have Calvin Ridley?
yeah, they still have Calvin Ridley. They have Tyler Lockett and Treylon Burks. They have Chig Okonkwo, who actually put up some decent numbers towards the end of the season as a tight end. They really need everything on offense, really. I mean, Calvin Ridley and Lockett, they might be okay.
Yeah, Lockett looked horrible for me.
Yeah, Lockett wasn't any good. I mean, they need a wide receiver. Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears. I think Pollard had some decent games, but he wasn't consistent. And Chig did pretty good. I don't think I wouldn't feel like they're burning at tight end, but the Calvin Ridley Tyler Lockett duo, they can upgrade that. I think they can upgrade a running back. So yeah, they need everything. Titans. Oh, the Titans pick is already in. It's Oluwafemi Oladipo Dejo from UCLA. He's an edge. Yeah, you know how bad I am with that. Okay, Titans select Oladejo Femi. The Titans Buccaneers on the clock. There we go. Yeah, you're much better at it than me. I think the Buccaneers have to go defense. They picked a wide receiver yesterday. They have 4 wide receivers now.
Plenty of wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean, they have to go defense. Their defense stunk. Yeah, thank you, KTT.
I still have no idea why they would ever get a wide receiver in the first one.
I don't know. I mean, unless they don't think Godwin's ankle has healed or they think Evans is going to retire. I mean, Evans is older. He played with Tom Brady, So, so they have to go with defense. So, I mean, remember Atlanta, what did they score, like 50 points against them? At least in one of those wins?
They could be looking to trade, right? They could probably trade some offense and defense, but
yeah, I think they picked a defensive player here, but I mean, they've waited. I just think they waited too long because the problem of it is I think they should have got a defensive player when they picked up the wide receiver yesterday. All right, so we have Tampa Bay, Green Bay. Now, Green Bay, that's interesting. They picked up a wide receiver. They don't need a running back. They don't necessarily need a tight end. They might go defense. The Chargers. Yeah, well, I think they do, but they don't. The Chargers, they have Najee Harris, they have Ladd McConkey, but they didn't pick a wide receiver. I could see the Chargers picking a wide receiver. I could see them also getting another defensive player. Then the Bears. I mean, the Bears look a lot better than last year. The Bears, hold on. The Bears, they got a wide receiver. Yeah, the Bears might pick a running back. They haven't, I thought that they were going to get a running back earlier. The Bears might get a running back there. And then the Broncos. The Broncos need a running back. And then the Raiders at 26. And that might be Shador's chance right there. All right, let's see if our plug has any information. Packers are on the clock. Buccaneers select Benjamin Morrison. Benjamin Morrison.
Who is that guy?
Benjamin Morrison played for Notre Dame. He's a cornerback. He's a cornerback. So yeah, Tampa Bay went with defense. Packers are on the clock.
That's a safe pick.
Yeah,
it's in Packers area, right?
Yeah, it's in Green Bay. It's in Green Bay. Yeah.
I saw them out doing the Chicago Bears picks.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. Apparently, Jalen Milroe is in the green room tonight, so maybe he gets picked. I mean, we do have 64 picks to go through. What's that?
What's the green room?
It's like where they wait to get picked, like when they're there in person. Yeah, Tampa Bay, just so you know, we have it on
Oh,
good
I thought
authority.
you're only allowed to be in person in the first round.
No, not everybody was in person in the first round. You can be wherever you want. They invite you there. You don't have to take their invite. You can stay at home.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Well, we know that the Buccaneers pick cornerback Benjamin Morrison, everybody. So invite your friends, have them join. We're giving out the picks before you see them. The Packers are on the clock, and the Packers picked a wide receiver. They really don't need a running back. They really don't need a tight end. They're going to say they don't need a quarterback. I'm guessing they go with defense. I mean, their defense was okay, but or maybe do they need an offense? I don't think they even necessarily need an offensive lineman. They ran pretty well. I mean, Jacobs ran he was he was easily in the top 5, if not the top 3 last year. He put up some great numbers. He was really consistent. Yes, you are 100% right on that. Like every week he was like 17 points or more, like every week, he was really strong. So
and maybe he'll drop to 14, but that was only for a week or 2.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. I got to do a puzzle on TikTok. Yeah. If you didn't know, Benjamin Morrison's dad, Daryl, played with the Bucks, Todd Bowles, for one season in 1993. Over 30 years later, Bowles will be coaching his son in the NFL. Nice little update. Benjamin Morrison's dad, Daryl, played with Bucks head coach Todd Bowles, and now Morrison is playing for Todd Bowles. All right, look at that. See, I'm dropping knowledge, baby. Dropping knowledge. Don't forget to hit that follow on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, hit that like button. We're at 2988 likes. We can get to 3,000. Come on, we're 12 away. All right. Let's see. Oh, they're throwing out those junky t-shirts they give you at the ball game. No, nothing going on right now. See, this is.
Have you ever caught a home run ball?
Who did Green Bay get? Green Bay got. No, I never caught a home run ball. Green Bay. I don't know who Green Bay got. They're still on the clock, and our plug hasn't told us yet. So, Beto, I don't know who Green Bay got. Oh, here we go. Oh, are we going to get this eventually? Let's see. Green Bay. No, I don't have it. Dude, got to send the money to the plug. Packers on the clock. Okay, we know that. Oh, he's slipping, dude. We're going to have to dock him. We're going to have to break his kneecaps. Sorry, that's a joke. We're not breaking anybody's kneecaps. I don't want my channel shut down. We're not breaking anybody's kneecaps. I was just joking.
It's all a joke.
Yeah, okay, Beto. Beto's calling the plug. He'll get on this. Beto will get on this. Beto is, our mafia. Yeah, I still don't have it from our plug. I still don't have. Yeah, he sent the crypto. That's all that matters. Yep, still don't have it. Oh, he is going down. He is going down. He dropped the ball on this one. Oy. We were looking good until then. Oh, it's a Boys and Girls Club. All right, so little dead air there. Let's see. Oh, Anthony Belton from North Carolina State. Anthony Belton. Chargers are on the clock. Yeah, thanks. That was really late. That was super late, dude. Anthony Belton.
I just needed a threat number.
Yeah, I know. Well, once he saw Beto's number come up on his phone, he snapped right to it. He knew. The Houston Vice. That's what we call Beto, the Houston Vice, because he just takes like a head and goes like that. But I'm joking. I'm joking. Well, Miami Vice was all about drugs. Beto's like, he's like, he can lift like 10,000 pounds. Beto, like he's like a superhero. He put a little pressure on him. I'm joking, everybody. It's just a joke. Oh, there's a video. Are you seeing this video of Anthony Belton pushing this car by himself like a big Escalade? Dang, or Suburban, something, a Yukon.
wow,
It's a
that thing's
Yukon. Look at that dude. That yeah, that's tough to do. I've pushed cars in my life, small ones, not a Yukon. All right,
What, like
let's
Priuses?
yeah, like a pretty much a Prius with nobody in it. Chargers on the clock, the bolts, as they say, Space City Connect. Yes, we got it, baby. Anthony Belton. Again, though, if you look at it, we're through pick 22. We have 10 more picks. This has been going on an hour and 45 minutes. We have 10 picks left. It's it may
This is
be
crazy.
it may be a whisker under 3 hours. It might be like 2 hours and 45 minutes, 2 hours and 50 minutes, but it's going to be close to 3 hours for this round. Chargers selection.
How is
Oh,
that even possible?
I don't
No
know.
way. Half of the audience yesterday is still watching these.
Chargers select Trey Harris. Chargers select Trey Harris, everybody. You heard it here. You heard it first. Let's be honest. Invite your friends. Our plug is doing his job now.
After Beto did some things.
Well, of course he did. The Houston Vice, you just see that number come up, baby. Ole Miss wide receiver Trey Harris from Ole Miss. He's 6'3", 210. All right, so that's yeah, they needed a compliment. I thought they were going to pick a wide receiver to complement Lad McConkey yesterday, but they got him today, so all is good. That's a really good addition, I believe. They got Najee Harris, Amari, and Hampton. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Who's that Mets fan that used to be on the channel spamming you for fantasy football questions?
Oh, I forget his name. Where is he? Yes, he had the Mets logo, and we always sort of made fun of him after a while because he would interrupt with Mets questions. And then we had that. Remember, we had the guy who was always talking about the Chiefs, and it was all like premeditated, like the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl, and there was nothing anybody could do. And yeah, and we. Yeah, it has been decided that the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl. And I'm like, well, what if they don't win? And they didn't win, so they lost the argument. He's like, oh, it's already been decided.
Like, know what happened if they don't win?
Yeah,
he's like, they're winning.
And remember the one time there was somebody else on the line, and he was that guy who said the Chiefs, like he wasn't a Chiefs fan, but he said he was a Brett Favre fan, and we're like, yeah, Brett Favre, who stole that money from the state of Mississippi and sent like all these nude photos to like a secretary with the Jets and all this stuff, like that Brett Favre. And he's like, well, that doesn't matter. I still like him. All right, the Bears are on the clock, then the Lions, then the Raiders. The Raiders at 26. Could this be Shador's moment in the sun? Jeez, you never know, man.
It was Gabe.
Oh, Gabe was the Mets guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bears select Ozzy Torpillo. Now, it's not 2 L's, guys. Torpillo. I'm guessing it's Ozzy Torpillo, but I could be way off on that. Lions just traded up to 57. Bears select Ozzy, or maybe it's just Triple O. Ozzy Triple O. He is that Boston College? Yeah, Boston College. He's an offensive lineman, offensive tackle specifically. Yeah. He is 6'8". He is 6'8", 316 pounds. Oh my God. 6'8", 316. He's like a car.
Holy cow.
He's a car. What are you posting? What are those things? What did you just
That's
post?
the plug.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we got Ozzy Trapilo. He's the next pick, everybody. So if you're watching, invite your friends. We know the Bears. Oh my God. Oh, no, wait a second. The Bears picked Ozzy Trapilo. The Lions moved up. The Lions are on the clock, technically. So the Bears again solidified their offensive line with this guy, Ozzy. You know, they got what Tooney from Kansas City. So they just keep solidifying their offensive line for Caleb Williams. I think the Bears are going to look completely different. Now, the bad thing about the Bears is they play in the NFC North, which has, Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota. That's probably the best division in the NFL. I mean, I competitively speaking, at least, I don't know that.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah, I don't know that any of them will win the Super Bowl, but competitively speaking, they're going to beat the what out of each other and probably not go too far in the playoffs. All right, so the Lions moved up. Let's see. The Lions, are they going to go defense again? They went defense yesterday, right? So are they going defense again? Or they're not going, the Lions not going running back. I can't imagine they go wide receiver or tight end. Do they need offensive linemen? Maybe an offensive lineman or defense would be my guess. The Bears have not finished better than 500 since 2018. Wow. They really have been bad for a while. Here we go. Bears selection. I already gave it to everybody. Let's see. Any other news from our plug? Raiders are on the clock. The Lions select Tate Rutledge. The Bears select Tate Rutledge. Wow, he is 6'6", 320. Let's see. Yeah, he's an offensive guard. Tate Rutledge. The Raiders are on the clock as of right now, everybody. So we have offensive linemen back to back, Bears and Lions, and the Raiders are on the clock. So you heard it here, guys. Invite your friends. You're hearing it first. Lions select Tate Rutledge, and the Bears. What just happened here? What happened to the Bears? Bears got Ozzy Trapilo, and they haven't even given the Bears selection yet. So we're 2 ahead. Well, as of right now. So you guys are getting the picks before the rest of the nation is getting the picks, and that's because we love you and you're important to us. Who's this guy talking for the Bears?
Yeah, forget about
Who's this guy talking? He's got a big bear belt, like a Chicago. Who is this? He's got like one of those little man ponytail thingies. They get Ozzy Trapilo, and then Tate Rutledge goes next with the Lions. So we are way ahead of everybody. He's a wrestler? Or
yeah,
just,
WWE.
Okay, I don't follow any of that stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's entertaining. And I'm not going to say that they're fake because they really do hurt themselves. It's like stunt, it's all
I don't watch it.
The outcome.
I used to watch it.
Yeah, I used to watch it too. The outcomes are all predetermined, but they actually beat the heck out of their bodies. There's no doubt about that. Ravens are on the clock. The Raiders select wide receiver Jack Beck. The Raiders do not pick Shedeur Sanders. Wow. They pick a wide receiver, Jake Beck, B-E-C-H. Or not Jake, Jack Beck.
I want to see the Shedeur family's house camera.
No, you don't. I mean, they're not going to. Dude, they're not showing you that camera. I mean, they're not showing that to you.
Like, you know when they show the family?
I know. No, Nathaniel, I know exactly what you're saying. They're not going to show that, though. Okay, so the Lions get Tate Rutledge.
Shedeur has to be crying.
Oh, he has to be. So the Lions, you're hearing it first, guys. I have the information. We have a plug in Green Bay. The Lions get Tate Rutledge, and the Raiders are not going to pick Shedeur Sanders. They're picking Jack Beck, wide receiver. Jack Bech. I'm going with Beck. So I'm just trying to figure out now. After the Raiders, we have Baltimore, Denver, Washington, the Bears, Kansas City, and Philadelphia. He's not going with any of those teams. Baltimore, Denver, no. Washington, Chicago, no. And Kansas City and Philadelphia, no. He's not going with any of those teams unless somebody trades up. That's the only way that Shedeur will go. Baltimore, no. Denver, no. Washington, no. Chicago, no. Kansas City, no. And Philadelphia, wow. And those are firm no's. Like, I'm not just guessing that these teams are going to say no
Yeah, I know,
to
like
Shedeur.
Hurts,
Yeah,
Hurts is there for good.
Hurts.
Mahomes is there for good.
Exactly.
Daniels is the second year
Yeah,
guy. The
Caleb.
Broncos, Nix is there.
Yeah, and then you have Lamar Jackson, and then you have Caleb Williams, the Bears and Baltimore. Yeah, he's not going. But then in the
These are like guarantees.
yeah, those are guarantees. Guaranteed. Now in the third round, let's talk about the third round and the first. Let's see if there's okay. Just so you guys know, I said this a little bit earlier. We have somebody in Green Bay. The Raiders select Jack Beck. Oh, there is a picture on Bleacher Report of Shedeur, Shiloh, and Dion sitting outside watching their computer, and they all look really dejected. Wow, that is really sad. Yeah, that is really sad. Okay, so Seth Rollins just cut A plus. Okay, that was Seth Rollins. Bears. Okay, the Raiders selected Jack Beck. The Ravens are on the clock, guys. Wide receiver Jack Beck. Okay, in the third round, pick one. We have the Giants. They could pick Shedeur. Kansas City is not going to pick Shedeur. Cleveland could pick Shedeur, but to Beto's point earlier, they're probably not going to pick him. They're probably waiting for Arch Manning next year. They're probably going to go with Flacco and Pickett. The Raiders picked fourth in round 3. So he could go there. I might.
Team is going with Flacco and Pickett.
What's that?
Which team is going with Flacco?
Oh, Browns. The Browns have Flacco and Pickett. Okay. Let's see if our plug has any new Tianchi. Oh yeah, that's just the same thing. Okay. The Raiders select wide receiver Jack Beck. You heard it here first. That's how we do things here. We have a guy in Green Bay that's giving us the info. You know before the rest of the country knows. And that's why we do it. We love you guys so much. That's why we do it. Wow. This has really turned into do you think I would think Dion has an idea who's going to pick him, right? But they're just I don't think they have an idea anymore. I think the ideas are all out the window.
The idea was him going top 3, and then that failed. Now he's not even going 33.
Yeah.
And now he's not even going in the second round.
Yep. Yeah. Raiders get Jack Beck, the wide receiver. Baltimore's on the clock. Let's just see if there's been any update on that. Ravens select Mike Green. So Mike Green's off the board. He was someone who was projected to go yesterday. So Mike Green is off the board. The Broncos are back on the clock, everybody. The Broncos are back on the clock. Wait, yeah. Ooh. Yes, the Raiders select Jack Beck. Baltimore selects Mike Green. And the Broncos are on the clock at 28th in round 2. So invite your friends, let them know. We get the info out before they'll get it on their TVs. All right. So we have the Broncos again. Oh, let's see. The Broncos picked already, right? This round? Or was that a trade? I'm getting over. No, I guess the Broncos haven't picked yet.
You know Baltimore still?
Yeah, I just said it. Baltimore's pick is Mike Green. I believe the cornerback, Mike Green. He was supposed to be picked yesterday. He is 6'3", 251 pounds. He's a defensive end. I'm sorry. Will Johnson. Is Will Johnson the cornerback? Is that what it is?
On my phone, we haven't even got.
Yeah. Will Johnson. Yeah, he's the cornerback. Yeah. So we have Jack Beck, they've announced Baltimore is Mike Green, and then we have Denver, who apparently is still on the clock. Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to get the Bronco pick before anybody else does, so you guys have it here. That's what we do. We bring you the picks before you can get them anywhere else. I don't know why my green screen is getting so weird. Yeah, I gotta turn that. All right, that's better. Okay, Broncos still on the clock. Let's see. We know Baltimore goes with Mike Green. Yes, that's right. You've heard it here first. Don't forget to hit that follow button on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube. All right, let's see here. Broncos. Come on. It was going fast for a while. Now it's slow again. Our plug's not giving us any info. Baltimore gets Mike Green. Broncos on the clock. How many minutes are the Broncos on the clock? That's what it takes this. We're 2 hours in. I know I keep complaining, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just really thought this round would be way quicker.
Yeah, it's going to be at least 2.5 hours for this round, and you got to figure the next round 3 is going to be. It's going to be at least 5 hours. It could be as much as 6 hours. It just depends on until we get to the Eagles here, or if they don't trade. But I think Shedeur.
That was just a dumb move yesterday.
What?
Why the Eagles would trade up one pick?
Yeah, and then they gave Kansas City up. They basically gave them a pick for it, and Kansas City wasn't even looking for the guy they were looking for. They got kind of played, dude. I mean, they got outsmarted by Kansas City. That's the way I saw that. Let's see. All right. Broncos. I still have Broncos on the clock. The Ravens picked Mike Green, the edge. Baltimore picks Mike Green. Broncos are on the clock. Then Washington. Then the Bears. Then Kansas City. Then the Eagles. Really, you got to figure if nobody moves up in the rest of the second round, that if Shedeur is going to land, it's going to be in one of the top 4 spots the next round. Because at number 1 in the third round, you have New York, then Kansas City. Kansas City's not going to pick him. New York could pick him. The Browns are
not picking.
No.
They just got a quarterback.
Oh yeah. Sorry. That's right. They got a quarterback. Yeah. What am I thinking?
What do you mean the Jets?
No, I forgot about Jackson Dart. My bad. I forgot about Jackson Dart. I'm getting a little loopy here. Yes, I forgot about Jackson Dart.
Too much stress.
Yeah. Okay. So in round 3, New York's not going to take him. Kansas City's not going to take him. Cleveland probably is not going to take him because they are waiting for, I think, Arch Manning. The Raiders pick 4th. The Saints pick 7th. But the Saints got a quarterback, right? Yeah, the Saints got a quarterback from Louisville, Tyler Show. I'm assuming, or Shao. Maybe he goes by Shao. Yeah. So he's not going to go with the Saints anymore. His only hope is number 4 in the third round with the Raiders. And that's what everybody online is kind of speculating, that if he's going to get picked, it's going to be with the Raiders. I mean, he's just getting buried. There's no question about it. Okay, Broncos select RJ Harvey. RJ Harvey.
You got these answers early.
I got him early because we pay for the plug. We have a guy in Green Bay. RJ Harvey with the UCF, University of Central Florida Knights, running back. He's 5'8", 207. You see that little speedster? Boy, he's got to be right at 5'8", 207. He's on the lighter side. He's not under 200, but yep. So you heard it here first, guys. Commanders are on the clock. Broncos select RJ Harvey. And look at this on TV. They don't even have the Broncos up. They said, I'm seeing Baltimore's pick is in. We know Baltimore's pick. It's Mike Green.
Yeah, I know.
Why are they so far behind? Okay, so guys, if you're watching right now, there's 27 people, 24 now. Baltimore picked Mike Green, guaranteed. The Broncos picked RJ Harvey, running back from UCF. And right now on the clock are the Commanders. So whatever you're seeing is old. We've had this information for 10 minutes about Baltimore. At least. And the reason why we have this information is we have a guy there and we wanted to give it to you. We wanted to give it to you guys early. Now they're just showing a bunch of people. Who are all these people? All right. That's got to be Jack Beck, right? He looks like a Jack Beck. As I said, Mike Green will be picked up by Baltimore, and then the Broncos will get RJ Harvey. They got to get up to speed here. I mean, they're at 8:06. They're at 2 hours and 6 minutes, and they don't have. Yeah, they have 4 more picks, but they haven't even shown. On TV they have 6 more picks to go, but we know 2 of those picks. Baltimore gets Mike Green, and the Broncos get RJ Harvey. Is that what I'm saying? Yeah, Broncos get RJ Harvey, the running back from UCF. So the Broncos filled a need. They really needed a running back. They got a running back. He's what did I say? Well, he's 208, 207, 5'8. A little bit shorter. I don't know how much that really affects the running back though, because they don't have to necessarily see over anybody. As much as they just have to see the openings, and maybe because they're closer to the ground, they can see them better. But yeah, they got RJ Harvey. He is off the board now, and he is with the Broncos. And we all know the Broncos needed the running back. Baltimore gets Mike Green. They solidify their defense with an edge rusher. So that's perfect. Washington is technically on the clock. If you're in Green Bay, you would know this. All right, hop off. Peace out. All right. So we are just a little stymied here. Commanders on the clock. Notable new Panthers edge rusher Nick Scourton doesn't turn 21. Okay, who cares? Commanders still on the clock. Broncos picked RJ Harvey. Baltimore picked Mike Green. If they haven't announced it yet, they are way behind on television. We are way in front of all this. We love it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit follow on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube. That way you know when I go live. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow. And then next week, we'll talk about the draft and your thoughts about the draft and who's going to make the biggest splash and who did well, who did not. Finally, they have Baltimore walking out. We all know that Baltimore takes Mike Green. This is not a surprise. They are literally 10 minutes behind, at least, on this pick. We've known this pick for at least 10 minutes. And yes, that's a humble brag if you want to put it there. All right. So they're at 2 hours, 8 minutes. They have, after this, they have 5 more picks. This could be 6 hours. Rounds 2 and 3 could be a total of 6 hours, which is much longer than I had expected. Broncos select RJ Harvey. Commanders are on the clock. Let's see if our guy there. Here are the finalized trade results from the 20. Okay, who cares? Commanders are still on the clock. The Broncos will select RJ Harvey, guaranteed RJ Harvey, running back from UCF. Will be picked by the Broncos. It's not on your TV screens yet because TV is way behind what we're doing. All right, there he goes. He just got picked. Mike Green in Virginia. He has tears of joy. I would too. Hello. You got probably paid in college a couple $1 million, but here's millions more and millions more with the opportunity to make a ton more millions and hundreds of millions. 6'3", 251, edge, Mike Green for Baltimore. We've known that pick for 10 minutes. And I just keep repeating myself on that. I apologize. Let's see. Restream. Hello. Oh, was I kicked off the YouTube stream? I think I was. Oh, must have gone over my time limit. All right. Well, we're just on TikTok now. That's good to know. Mike Green from Marshall. Now we have the Broncos who pick RJ Harvey, and the Commanders are on the clock. The Commanders select cornerback Trey Amos. Trey Amos. They need defense. They got defense. Commanders select Trey Amos. The Bears now are on the clock. The Bears have done fantastic. Their team, I mean, they made some moves before the draft, but the moves they've made in the draft are very smart, I believe. So the Broncos get RJ Harvey. The Commanders get cornerback Trey Amos, and the Bears are on the clock. Broncos, RJ Harvey. Commanders, Amos, cornerback Amos. Trey Amos. All right. So we know the next two picks. It's not a surprise for us. We want to give you this information. Tell your friends to join. They'll get the information way before what they get on TV. They'll know it before the nation does. And who doesn't want that? The Broncos pick RJ Harvey, running back from UCF. Yeah, they just made that announcement. And the Commanders pick Trey Amos, cornerback. Let's look up his size. He is 6'1". Oh, I don't have a weight here. I just have 6'1" from LSU. All right. No, he's from Ole Miss. Why does it say LSU? Oh, no. Sorry, my bad. That was like an ad. Yeah, he's from Ole Miss. Oh, I apologize. He's from Louisiana Raging Cajuns. So what is that? The University of Louisiana? Yeah. Trey Amos. No, he's from Ole Miss. What is going on here? Hold on. I got to open up something because he's from Mississippi. He's from Ole Miss. Yes, he's 6'1", 195. He's a cornerback, Trey Amos. Commanders get Trey Amos. Bears are on the clock. Trey Amos, cornerback, goes to the Bears or goes to the Commanders. The Bears are on the clock. So will the Bears keep going offense, or will they select somebody for defense? They've gotten pretty much everything they need thus far. They got an offensive tackle who's like 6'8" earlier. They got Luther Burden from Missouri, a wide receiver. They got Loveland yesterday, the tight end. So they are. Did they get? Let's see. Yesterday, the Bears got Loveland. Yeah, they just got Loveland. I guess the Bears still need a running back, right? Am I missing something here? I could be missing something. Anybody got this one? Round 2, the Bears have selected Luther Burden, wide receiver, and they've selected offensive tackle Ozzie Tripolo from Boston College, who's like 6'8", 350 or something. So they could very well. Well, let's see. The Bears are on the clock. They could very well pick a running back here. But what am I missing? I have a feeling. Depth charts. Chicago. Yeah, DeAndre Swift. They still need a running back. They have Cole Kmet, Colston, Loveland, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, DeAndre Swift, Rashawn Johnson. Those are their 2 running backs. So they really do need a running back, in my mind, if they don't go defense. I can't imagine them going defense again. Chiefs are on the Bears select defensive tackle Shermer Turner. Shermer Turner. So Trey almost was just announced by Washington. The Bears, you have it here before everybody else does. The Bears select defensive tackle Shermer Turner. Or no. I'm sorry. It's probably Shamar Turner. Shamar Turner, defensive tackle. Woo! And again, I'm not listening to it, so I'm just doing my best job with from Texas A&M. Texas A&M defensive tackle. Oh, yeah, they had it spelled wrong. Shamar Turner. It's Shamar Turner. They had an extra R in there from our insider in Green Bay had spelled the name wrong. He had it S-H-E-R. It's S-H-E-M. Chiefs are on the clock. What do? Usually they make some silly little trade. Oh, Chiefs are still on the clock, so that's no big deal. But the Bears get a defensive tackle, Shamar Turner, at 30. Chiefs on the clock. Then the Eagles. So we have 3 more picks per TV that haven't essentially been announced on TV. And we are in 2 hours, 15 minutes in. So you got to figure this is going to go at least 2.5 hours for round 2. So you could be looking at 5 hours of picks today if you watch the second and third rounds. All right. Just as a recap, Shedeur Sanders still has not been picked. I know I've been talking a lot about that, but I just want to give you another update. Mike Green was picked. He was, some people considered him to be picked yesterday. Will Johnson has been picked. He's another one who they thought would be picked yesterday. I believe he had a knee injury that took a while. And that's why he had moved down in the draft. But Trey Amos, the cornerback selected by the Commanders. The Bears got Shamar Turner, defensive tackle. And so we are just waiting for Kansas City and Philadelphia to round out round 2, to be specific here. So let's see. Chiefs are still on the clock. That's what I'm getting from our insider, that they're still on the clock. I'm going to try and see if I can make it to that Raiders pick in the 3rd. Because at this point, I've been waiting, I've been hearing about, I've been talking about, I've been waiting for Shedeur Sanders' pick. The only reasonable place that he'll be picked is, well, at this point, number 4 in round 3 when the Raiders select. So we'll see. The Raiders have avoided him today. They've traded away their pick. So we'll see how that goes. Chiefs are on the clock still, it looks like. But we do know the Bears picked Shamar Turner, defensive tackle. So we do have that information. We have that before everybody else does. Now I'm just trying to see what's on TV compared to what we know. Yeah, Shamar Turner is selected by the Bears. He's a defensive tackle. The Chiefs are on the clock. I don't have the Chiefs pick yet. Our guy in Green Bay has not given us that information. So this is one of those areas where we're just waiting. Like there is nothing else going on but us just waiting. The pick is in by the Bears. I mean, we're 10, 15 minutes behind here. It's 8:19. They still, even after they make the announcement for the Bears, they still have Kansas City and the Eagles to pick. This is easily going to be 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, 40 minutes. You're looking at easy 5 hours if they go 2.5. So, but we know the Bears picked Shamar Turner. Now I'm just waiting to see what Kansas City does. Chiefs are on the clock. Why does he say, oh, wow? Come on, dude. Why do you say, oh, wow? Uh-oh. What happened? Did the Chiefs pick Shador? Our man, our oh, do it again, Nathaniel. Do it again. I just saw it. And when I turned, try to go live again. Here, maybe I can. Is he trying to mute block report reply? No, that's not it. Pin, mute, block. What are we doing? What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? I don't even know. Try to. Okay, here. Is that you? You keep going away. Try it again, Nathaniel. All right. Shamar Turner from Texas A&M. Chiefs are on the clock, but I'm not getting the name from our insider. I just got an oh wow. I got Chiefs are on the clock 6 minutes ago, 1 minute ago. Oh wow. I don't know if he's getting drunk or what. Bears draft picks: Loveland, Burden, Trepolo, and Turner. The pick is in for Kansas City. Do we have the name? I just have an oh wow. This is awful. Okay. What is going on? How do I get sideline fans? Oh, here we go. Sideline fans, join in. Sorry about that. I'm getting a little dopey.
There's definitely something messed up. That's why they're 15 minutes behind.
Oh, they're so far behind, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Like before, it was only 5
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Now it's 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. They got Omar Norman Lott. Why didn't our insider tell me that? Kansas City gets a defensive tackle. Wow, they didn't go offense again. I guess there wasn't much there, but geez, I would have gone another offensive lineman. Their line was so bad. Whatever, but
The
they
Eagles destroyed them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why did he say, "Oh wow"? Oh well, who knows? All right, let's see.
Yeah, he's
My
definitely
phone was
drunk.
at 2%. That is why. Oh, his phone was at 2%. That's why he said, "Oh wow." Had to run and get the charger. My bad. All right, all right. So we got that all taken care of, and we have the Eagles. It's 8:22.
How many followers does this guy have now?
Who? Who?
Diamond Dogs or something.
No, you mean our contact, dude. Come on now. I think he probably has the same. Oh, he has 108. He might have had 103 yesterday. I don't know. But that's our insider. Next 4 picks. Wait a second. Oh, they have the Eagles. Okay. They gotta start getting this going, man. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
It's 2 hours and 23 minutes. And now we're like we're there's a lot of names that people aren't as familiar with, you know? Like they're gonna start losing a lot of viewers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You have to be really hardcore to watch all of tomorrow. Like rounds 4 through 7, you have to be super hardcore for that. Like
You're doing that, right?
I'm not going live that whole time. I might do it for a while, but okay, let's see here.
I think they have to speed up 4 for 7.
They what? Oh, I'm sure they speed that up. I'm
Yeah.
sure they speed that up. They have to. I mean that. But
I can't stay on
but
12 hours.
but speeding that up could just be 2 hours per round, which is 8 hours because it's 4, 5, 6. It's 4 rounds at 2 hours each. That's 8 hours theoretically.
Yeah, it's still a lot of.
Oh, Eagles select.
drafting.
Do you want to know
No
who?
name guy.
Do you want to know who the Eagles select or not?
Yeah.
It's Andrew Mukuba. Yeah, I know. We're all. He is from Clemson. What's his position though? His safety, Andrew Mukuba. He is 6 foot 190. Safety from Clemson. Andrew Mukuba. And you heard it here first because we are connected. And we have people in Green Bay giving us all the
Amanda.
information. Amanda's here. I think she might have skipped out. Amanda. Okay, so Philadelphia takes Amanda Akuba. No, takes Andrew Makuba. The Giants are on the clock. But as I said earlier, I thought
Amanda said to listen.
ooh, I'm so excited for the league. Yes, so are we, man. So are we, Amanda. And we look, if there's anybody you know that you want to have join the league, we still have 4 or 5 spots. I'm making the announcement. We're only on TikTok now because the YouTube, I think after 2 hours kicked me off. But if you go to Sideline Fans channel page, and under the bio or in the bio is a link. If you copy and paste that link into a URL, you can join our free fantasy football league on ESPN. And we're going to have that draft probably mid-May. Give us a little bit of time. So
check the Yankees schedule. It's not drafting on those days.
I'll try. Yeah, as we get closer, I'll let you know. But yeah, everybody's invited. Anybody watching right now, feel free to copy and paste that link and put it in put it on a URL. And yeah, everybody wears those big hats, huh? Philadelphia, we all know Philadelphia, and their pick is Andrew Makuba. Safety from Clemson. Giants are on the clock, and that is
we didn't really need a safety.
No. The Giants select defensive tackle Darius Alexander. You're hearing it first, guys. We're getting the information before you're getting it in your house. Giants select defensive tackle Darius Alexander. The Eagles will be selecting, as we talked about, Andrew Makuba. Oh, he just said it. Okay, I was trying to beat him again, but Andrew Makuba. Now we go to the 3rd round. I'm going to stay on until the Raiders pick. And then I just want to, like, at this point, I'm beat. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm tired. It's Friday. It's 8:30 my time.
I want to see Shador get drafted.
Yeah, we've been talking about him enough. I'm going to wait till the 4th pick when the Raiders pick. If they trade it, if they trade down and they're like in the 28th pick in the 3rd round, I'm not waiting for that. I'll wait till the 4th, but I'm done.
Fine.
And then the Giants in round 3, pick 1, select defensive tackle Darius Alexander, which probably isn't a bad pick. Do they need defense? Yeah, they could probably use some defense. Their defense wasn't horrible. So, yep, Shador fell out of round 2. Yes, Shador fell out of round 2. All right, everybody. So the Giants on TV are on the clock, but we know that the Giants select defensive tackle Darius Alexander. So technically speaking, Kansas City is on the clock again. They were just on the clock at the end of round 2. So maybe Kansas City goes offensive tackle here. They got defensive lineman, their last pick in the 2nd round. So maybe they go. I just think that they can't have enough offensive linemen. Colts will take Sanders. You think the Colts will? Really? I think I'm going to stay through the 4th pick, which is the Raiders in round 3 here. We're in round 3. Just so you know, we already know who the Giants pick. That Giants pick is defensive tackle Darius Alexander. We have a guy in Green Bay who's giving us the info. So,
why would the Colts take Sanders? They already have Richardson.
Yeah, I don't know why the Colts would take Sanders. Well, the only thing I could say about that is if you have insider information that they really hate Richardson or they don't think he's going to work out, because there was some speculation that, because he called for himself to get pulled out of the game last year, and that was like a huge controversy, and another reason why they put Flacco back in, to start. So that could be a reason, but I don't see them picking Shador Sanders. I think Shador's best chance is if the Raiders stay at number 4 in round 3, that's where Shador goes. But we already know that the Giants, for the 1st pick in round 3, pick Darius Alexander. Now, you're not seeing that on TV, but we have that information because we have people on the ground. We have boots on the ground.
We are threatening Roger Goodell.
I don't know if this is funny. Someone said Bronny drafted before Shador. Well, yeah, Bronny was drafted like a year ago. It's kind of stupid. The Chiefs are back on the clock. So we know the Giants pick Darius Alexander. The Chiefs are on the clock. Then the Browns. Then the Raiders. The Raiders. Okay. Let's look at now. Theoretically, wait a second. This is short, man. Deshaun Watson. The Browns have Flacco, Deshaun Watson, who's not playing next year, and Pickett. They could possibly take Shador, but they always make bad decisions. Colts will take Sanders. Yeah, but I don't know that. Yeah, I mean, if you're like a negative Nancy about your team, I could see where you would say, yeah, they'll probably pick him. I think that the Browns at 3 in the 3rd round or the Raiders are going to pick him, and then that's it. But I don't know that the Browns will pick him because I think that they're laying low and trying to get Arch Manning. So they just made the announcement that Darius Alexander was the Giants pick, which we already knew. We were giving that to you well before they were. And then we have, okay, hold on. Let's see here. We are reaching out. Okay, I don't have the next pick yet. I just have the Chiefs are on the clock. I have a lot of information. Yeah, apparently his interview was really bad, Shador Sanders, and they're blaming that. I don't know. We'll see. Kansas City's on the clock. I don't know who that pick is, so I can't help you with that. We're usually early. We have been early almost all night.
You're a cocky guy, and you're saying bad stuff about your team. Like, oh no, I carry this team on my shoulders. Forget all of them.
Yeah.
And that's gonna 100% put off some teams.
Well, yeah, and especially in football because everybody considers it, the biggest team sport. Because you're only as good as the guy standing next to you, kind of. Like you rely on each other. They always compare it to like the military. We're in the trenches together. Linemen are always talking about being in the trenches. So yeah, you don't want to say that stuff that you carried the team. And especially you didn't carry the team because you had. Oh, by the way, you had the Heisman Trophy, winner on your team, and it wasn't you. So, all right. Oh, I don't know why our guy didn't have it. Ashton Galat from Louisville, another defensive player, was picked by Kansas City. So the Browns are on the clock. Wow, they've sort of caught up now, finally. Yeah, our guy was a little slow on that Chiefs pick. I don't know if we're going to get any reliable picks now. The Browns are on the clock. The Browns have Pickett and Flacco. Watson is out for the whole season. There could be something, theoretically, Shador goes to the Browns. Now, is that a great landing place? Well, at this point, I think you take anything you can get if you're Shador. But would you rather go to the Raiders or the Browns? I would probably rather go to the Raiders. The Raiders have really made a lot of good moves.
Yeah, me too. I could not stand being in Cleveland.
No. Well, and the Raiders got Ashton Jeanty. They have Jacoby Myers. They got Geno Smith. So you're not going to have to go to the Raiders and start right away. That's what's, I think, important here. Like, Geno Smith will be the number 1 quarterback next year, unless he gets hurt. Let's see if our guy is... let's see if he stopped drinking.
Who's picking next?
Well, it's the Browns right now. Where are we at here?
Is it after the Browns?
Why is it? What is going on with my Twitter account? It's not posts. I don't care about who to follow. Are they making me follow? Okay, I'll follow this guy. I don't really care. Wow. Like they have stopped me from
forcing you to
Oh,
follow
I guess
him?
they're making me follow him. Wow, that's so weird.
Just unfollow him after the draw.
Yeah, I can't get any information anymore. What?
Did his account get banned?
Oh, I wasn't doing anything. I mean, no, I don't
Other than spreading the pics.
know. I can't get. Oh, well, whatever. All right, the Browns. I'm not going to know. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, okay. I got it back. Okay. Chiefs select Ashton. Oh, my God. Isaiah Henny, 100-yard, missed field goal, kick 6. Well, why is he saying that? Is this guy just drafted? Oh, no. This is a UFL game. Memphis and Birmingham. A kick 6. A missed field goal, and he ran it back for a touchdown. I don't know why he sent me this link. All right. Well, I don't know if this guy's been drinking or if he's just sick or what. Wow. Team red flag. I'm falling to 40s. I'm definitely frustrated. I know I'm healthy. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not getting anything on the Browns pick here. So
I don't know what's happening there.
yeah, I don't know what's going on. So let me see. The pick is in on TV. I'm not going to have it in advance. I don't know what is going on here. This guy has totally slowed down for us. Yeah. He's totally distracted. I'm telling you, even like avid football fans get bored of this stuff. You know, like the picks and how long it takes. All right, let's see. Come on, I just want to see what the Raiders pick. We have the Browns and the Raiders, and they're not giving me anything. Well, I'm just watching. I'm only going live through the Raiders pick, and then I'll see you tomorrow. So.
All right, that's fine. I think I'll stop because that was the main thing I really wanted too.
Well, I'm watching it through pick 4, so we'll see what the Browns pick. They're announcing. Theoretically, the Browns could pick Shedeur because they don't really have a quarterback, but I'm not getting any information right now, and I'm. Browns selection. Yeah, I'm not getting the selection in advance anymore. Harold Fannin, tight end from Bowling Green. Okay. All right. So the Browns do not get Shedeur. Here is the pick. This is it. And then I'm riding off into the sunset. So we'll have to see. Oh, I'm still on Restream. Oh, okay. That's good. If you're on oh yeah, that's that guy. If you're on TikTok, hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try to be live tomorrow. We'll see if that works out. Or I'll probably go on for a little bit. I'll be live this week, though, during the weekdays. I'll talk about your thoughts on all of this. I'm hoping that our guy, Nathaniel, if you're still there, gives it to us. Lions traded up to 70 with the Jags. The Raiders are on the clock. The Lions have traded up to number 70. That's kind of interesting. Why would
they don't pick Shedeur? I really don't know what's going to happen.
Well, the Lions traded up. I wonder who they're thinking about. I still say Jared Goff. I'm not in love with Jared Goff, rather. So, okay, Raiders selection. Here we go. Wow, I don't have any. Oh my God, hold on. Now they're getting. He's not giving me the Raiders information. Okay, well, we're not getting the Raiders information. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm just going to stop watching this. Okay, this is the last pick that I'm watching because I've been on for 2 hours and 40 minutes. So I'm a little fried. Raiders select. Here we go. Come on. And they're not giving it to me. Oh my God. He doesn't have the update. Darian Porter, cornerback.
Oh my God.
Iowa State. Shedeur Sanders is not being picked. Wow. Okay. Well, hey.
Might drop down to 6th or 7th.
Oh yeah, he's dropping way down now. I mean, he's all right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna try to be live tomorrow
All right,
at
thanks.
some point. Thanks a lot for everything. Thank you, Nathaniel, for being with me for 2.5+ hours. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.
All right, you too.